Hello everyone and welcome back to another Manor video. In this video we're going to be starting with absolutely nothing, building into the ultimate kingdom, and we're not going to be stopping until we conquer the entire land. If you guys are enjoying these Camp to Kingdom style videos, let's get this one at 800 likes to lock the next one. I just wanted to say we have officially reached 50,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support. Our new goal is 55,000. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and let's get right into the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Manor video. Today we're in the beautiful Divided. Let's quickly take a look at our starting resources. We have our rich wild animals, will be great for small game, and those pelts early on for making some money. I think that'll be awesome. We have our rich iron deposit, which is absolutely amazing. We'll make lots of weapons with that. Probably even give a little boost to our economy with that as well. We also have some clay, we have some stone, and way the heck over here we have some mushrooms. So that'll be quite interesting. I don't know if it's quite worth it to go all the way there for mushrooms. I'm sure Mary and Pippin would disagree with that. We have a nice little start here. I feel like we're in a nice nook. I think this definitely looks pretty good. We're kind of at the bottom of this mountainside, so I think moisture might be pretty good, perhaps for some fertility. Let's quickly take a look at that. Okay, we do have a little bit here. I think we could definitely get some kind of a farm here. We have flax, barley, rye will probably be our best bet for fertility, but barley and rye or flax isn't very good, so we'll kind of have to take that into account with building our farm. To start off, we obviously will probably have to get some wood chopped down for our firewood for building some houses. So let's maybe figure out where we want to get that. If we start chopping some of these trees down, that'll probably make it a little bit easier to get over here to get our mushrooms. Other than that, we'll have to kind of go around them. But let's just kind of start with this. Let's put this maybe just right in the opening like that. We have our woodcutter's lodge. We can also get, I think I might actually hold off on our woodcutter's lodge. I think there's a couple other things that are a little bit more important for us, like our hunting camp. This could probably go, I can maybe face this kind of in the trees like that. I think that'd be a nice little location. And I guess I could maybe start focusing on this maybe a little bit later actually. I'm going to build up a little bit of a foundation first. Like we're going to need our well first. And this is a little bit more central in here. I don't know what happened with these little nooks. I don't know why they don't have water, but I think I could probably put this kind of right by that tree. I think might look pretty good. And then the central part of my town could probably be, I mean, really anywhere here. It'd be look kind of good next to these trees. Maybe have like our, if we're going to put our granary down, I feel like that might be pretty good. Obviously, this will be over here. I might put my granary maybe kind of tucked in near these trees here. I definitely don't want to chop them down just to put that there. And then our storehouse could probably go maybe even just on the other side of it. Maybe over here. And then I could have a path kind of just going around that. So I think just to start, let's just get a path sneaking around front of that, and then maybe even I kind of want to demolish those bushes, so let's just get that there for now, and then I can just get a path going there. That kind of gives us a nice little foundation for our town, and then I could get this path kind of just going right to there. I think if everything kind of branches off the middle of our storehouse and granary, that might be a good start. Obviously this is way over here, so we'll probably need to connect that up. Let's maybe just take this and follow it along here. We have our well. Let's maybe just take it right alongside that. And then we could probably just lead right to our hunting camp. I think that might be pretty good. And then maybe for some houses, I could probably just branch right off of here. It'd be nice to kind of get some houses right in this area. So I might even take a path and get a little area built just for that, and maybe go a nice squiggly path, and then it doesn't need to be too big. Let's just kind of take it right to there. I think that'll be more than enough. And I kind of like to build my cities not just like in grids. A lot of other people like to do that, and it definitely looks good, but I think it's somewhat more personable to kind of have like a kind of a random little path here, and then kind of have everything a little bit curved. It's just like a nice little village. Nice little medieval village. It's definitely a lot more cozy, at least in my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you guys absolutely hate it. But I think I might even want a little path splitting this up through the middle, just to make the ease of access a little bit easier. We are working on that. Our logging camp is almost done. Let's maybe set that to high priority. Now we do have limited tools with this new update, so we only have 9 tools available here. And since we do have a rich iron deposit, which is absolutely amazing, I think it might be a good idea to get a bloomery semi-early game. Obviously we'll need some planks to be able to do that. We also have a hitching post that we could throw in here. Where do we want to get our hitching posts? We could probably put those maybe just off to the side over here, or it might be a good idea to have them a little bit more central, just in case they have to come get the ox and kind of just do that. But this is right in front of our storehouse and our granary. I think I might just take a path right off of here, and then I could probably get some hitching posts over here. And you know what? I might even just kind of take a path around here. Maybe just like this. And I kind of want to preserve that nice little tree. I'm just going to take a path along the back of here. And then I could probably even leave a little bit of room for building some other buildings in here. Let's just kind of do that and connect up to our main path there. I could probably save some room for a tavern. Where could we fit that? I mean, right around here might have been actually pretty good to have our tavern. I might actually demolish this path for now. I definitely don't need that quite yet, but I'm just going to take it up here and just kind of get it ready to go. Let's kind of do that, and then like I said, I'd love to move our hitching post maybe kind of just behind here. Out of sight, out of mind, out of stink. Because obviously I imagine they probably stink a little bit. Let's maybe get this one over here. Then I could kind of just take a path right along here. And then maybe extend it a little bit further for some more hitching posts in the future. I think that might be pretty good. This is almost ready to go. In fact, it just finished, so we can get a couple of families on there. I think having 2 is probably good. I want to keep them away from here because they'll probably end up migrating on wild animals. So hopefully they can just chop these down. In fact, I could probably just limit this. We have this nice little limiting tool. Let's just do... If you could take out maybe this chunk of trees first, that might be pretty good. Even though I kind of love the aesthetic of that. It definitely looks nice. And look at this, like right at the bottom of this giant cliff face. I've actually built up there before. There's not a whole lot up here, so if you're going to do that, it definitely looks cool, but it's not practical in any means, especially for chopping down trees. If you're down here, makes a little bit more sense for sure. And you know what? We actually have a adversary. We haven't taken a look at the rest of the map here. We have a couple of bandit camps ripe for the taking. We have our AI opponent here, and then obviously this is our off-map adversary, so they're going to be coming and taking lots of these regions, or at least trying to. We're going to have to counteract that. And then we have a nice little build in here. Look at this. They have their logging camp coming up. And actually, that's the first time I've actually think I'm ahead of these guys, which is a little bit interesting. They kind of have something similar. Actually, this is very similar to what we have, kind of at the bottom of a cliff face. It definitely looks nice in here, so we'll be checking in on those guys throughout the build. But obviously, we need to focus on what we got going on. Let's get a family on our hunting camp. And I think it might be a good idea to limit this. So let's maybe do 16. Because we have 31 wild animals available. I think 16 might be more than enough. And we also do have some supplies that we can collect. So the sooner we build our storehouse and granary, the better. Okay, that's looking absolutely incredible. And I'd love to take a second to tell you about today's video sponsor, Manta Sleep. As someone who struggles with getting the deep sleep I need, you can imagine my surprise in knowing a product exists that not only helps me get the perfect sleep, but also enhances it. Manta masks are lightweight, breathable, and extremely comfortable to wear all night long with absolutely no comfort fatigue. Their premium materials make for the ultimate sleeping aid that honestly just works. Guys, I am absolutely in love with my sleep mask. I have the Manta Pro mask. It fits like a glove with this adjustable strap, and I haven't gone a night without it since I got it. Manta has several options available at all different price points, so you can perfectly tailor your sleep experience to your liking. They even have the Manta Sound Sleep Mask, integrated Bluetooth speakers inside of the mask, so you can fall asleep to my videos even easier than ever before. Christmas is right around the corner. Take advantage of Manta Sleep's holiday sales. December 3rd to 4th, spend $109, get 15% off. Spend $159, get 20% off, and spend $219 to get 25% off your order. And you can even save an additional 10% on your order using my code #JustNvision10 at mantasleep.com. Give the gift of the perfect sleep this holiday season with Manta Sleep. kind of like the idea of having my granary like kind of tucked back here, but obviously having it facing the main part of our town. Actually, what if we could put our tavern in here? Would that look amazing? And then our granary back here. Yeah, I'm actually going to move that. This is our hitching post. We definitely want to make sure this is done in time. What do I want to do? I might actually demolish this, and I think I'd like to get my granary back here instead. So where is that granary? I think it could go... Oh, I don't want to uproot any trees if we can help it. So I might actually demolish some of these paths. And if I could get my granary in here, just kind of tucked in as close to there as we can. I don't want to uproot any of these trees. I think just like that might be kind of perfect. And then it's kind of just like you come through this back path to be able to get to that. I think that might look pretty good. And then, yeah, I don't mind my storehouse there. Let's just leave that. Let's take a path just right off of here. And then we'll kind of just do this. Let's go right to there for now. And then this path, we can kind of just connect right up to that. And then, like I said, I want to get my storehouse in here, my tavern. I think that could probably fit in here. We have some supplies already there. So we'll just have to wait for that. I think we could probably fit it in here. And if not, I might have to move this main path, which might kind of mess with things. Let's see here. If I kind of did that, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that, and then I could kind of just keep all of that. Let's kind of just do that for now. And then our storehouse could probably still go there. Yeah, I like that. Let's get that stuff built up. Pronto, let's set those to highest priority. And this is definitely a work in progress. Once we get this kind of nailed down, I think we could finalize this little area. I think it'll definitely look a lot better that way. So that's good. We're also going to need some houses. We have about 2 timber. And I wouldn't mind fast forwarding it just a little bit, just to get them going a little bit faster. We also have some stone nice and central in here, so we'll definitely have to get that going. This will cost a tool and 2 timber to be able to make. In fact, I could probably do that. Let's maybe just get our saw pit. I'm going for aesthetics in this build. Let's just build it like right next to the trees there. I think that'll look pretty good. And then we could also still have this kind of coming through. I guess I could just take this up and connect it to there. And then obviously I'll just take that and just go right off of that. I think that'll be perfect. Okay, that's awesome. We're collecting some wild game, getting some pelts from all of that. We probably even have a little bit already. Yeah, we got 5 pelts. So that's awesome. The rain is starting to come in. That'll definitely make the moisture a little bit better for our farming, should we choose to get that going. I'm just going to speed this up, wait till our granary and storehouse is done, and then we can continue the rest of our build. Our storehouse is already done at our granary. Let's maybe get a worker on there, and as well as our storehouse right away. I don't think we're building anything right now, so I think that we could probably just allow them to collect all of this, all of our goods here. And then once that's done, obviously we want to get all that collected before the rain kind of takes it all out. So this is already kind of taken care of. Now, do we want to build... Obviously this will take planks. But I think if I kind of had it tucked in like that, like how cool would that look? Or obviously maybe kind of like that. I don't know, right next to the trees. We'll kind of have to see what makes sense, but I think that might be pretty good. We're building up our saw pit. Let's maybe set that to highest priority. As soon as we collect all of this stuff, I think we should be able to do that. Okay, we do have our saw pit ready to go here. I think I am just going to keep things sped up just for the sake of getting some resources delivered and all that good stuff. Let's maybe free up a family on our storehouse. And now that we have a little bit of timber, I think getting some houses is probably in our future. So let's maybe get... I could probably even get one right off here. We do have some armies coming in here already, trying to take these bandit camps, so that's going to be a challenge for us. We'll definitely have to get our houses built to get our armament delivery if we can. So let's maybe focus on that. I could probably get a house. I mean, it'd be nice to have one right next to our logging camp here. But I probably want to finish that before we do that, and I think we could probably do that. Let's maybe just come up and come right back to that path. And now we're going to get some planks, hopefully. We already have 15 planks, which is actually nice. I think we could probably build our tavern. It's funny that the entire aesthetic of our town revolved around this tavern. But I think if I could tuck it right in there, that might be kind of perfect. I'm not going to lie. So let's take this. This might be a little bit extreme, as well as this. So let's maybe reconfigure this. These little camps are going to be gone. So let's maybe just take this, and I can reconnect to there. Let's kind of just take it right in front, just in front of here. And then I could probably come up and reconnect back to there, reconnect that. And now I can kind of build off of this. So obviously I wanted to have our main houses right off here, but I think what makes sense is maybe just have a main road going right to our tavern. So that's a pretty important building. I think it'll be a main kind of focal point of all this. And then I could probably have some houses kind of along here. So I'll start plotting us some burgage plots. I could probably do something like this. And you know what? I always do this. I might leave a little bit of room just in front of this, just to have a little bit more of a kind of like a picnic area, maybe some benches they could set up there if they ever wanted to. But now I could come off of here and continue to have our town. I think that might look a little bit better. And I could probably even do something cool with this. I could probably go up and have a little bit of area for doing that. We have a little cart in there, which is actually kind of nice. Now we'll just kind of do that. I think that might actually look pretty good with some houses. So we can probably get some houses in here. Let's see if we can maybe plot something in here. Let's see if we can do that. Unfortunately, I can't get that last little sliver for whatever reason. And actually, I might take this a little bit further back. Let's fix this quick. I think that might look pretty good. And then I think that might even change the way I have this path. Let's just take this along here. And then kind of up like that. And then this I can kind of just wrap around. I think that looks a little bit better. And then I'll take this path and continue along the back of that. Let's make it nice and symmetrical here. Let's maybe go a little bit closer like that. I think that looks pretty good. And let's see if we can get this looking pretty good. Now we are missing a little bit of timber. So I think once we get some more, we can get some houses in there. And I think 3 to start is absolutely perfect. And we have our saw pit. We should have quite a bit of planks now. And I guess that's what's chewing up a lot of our timbers. So let's get somebody on there again. And now we can kind of finish this off. So let's get this going. And I could probably just take that right up to there. And that would be pretty good. And then here I might just kind of take this along. And in case we want to get some houses or some kind of buildings in here. Actually, I might reconfigure this just one more time. Let's kind of just do this. And then I could cut it a little bit closer like that and then just connect right up to there. I think that might be pretty good. And then I could get some houses along here if I wanted. Like I could probably take this all the way around. And then kind of build my town just kind of based around this main central area. Like a nice circle kind of grid in here. Might look pretty good. Let's speed this up a little bit, get a little bit more timber. And then as far as if I wanted to expand, obviously we don't have the resources yet. Let's take a look at the rest of our regions here. So they're already cleaning up a lot of those. The one right next to us here, we have rich mushrooms, rich iron, which is also good. We could definitely double up on the iron. This is a decent region. Everything's so spread out though, which is kind of a little bit unfortunate. This one is also pretty spread out. Not super ideal. We kind of lucked out. I think everything in our region is pretty close together. Like everything's pretty spread out here. You got your rich wild animals. And then these guys actually have a pretty good build as well. So we might have to even take that one. I feel like that'd be a good one to take. But I think we even kind of lucked out with where we are and what we have. We have 7 timber now. We could probably get a few more houses built. So let's maybe take that right around there. And I think that looks pretty perfect. And then we have 4 timber available. I think we might wait till we get about 6, then we can get some houses in there. What do we want to build it here? We could probably have some kind of house in this area. We also need to save a little bit of room for our church, which we do have the means to build right now. They're trying to take a region. Let's make sure that's not ours. No, we're in Gopsburg. They're trying to take this one, which is quite interesting. We definitely need to get these houses built so we can really maximize everything here. We have about 7 timber. Let's maybe build a couple more houses. Like I could probably build in here. Let's see if we can get some houses in here. Now, I don't have to have all of them like this, but I think this probably makes the most amount of sense, to be honest. I think 4 plots in there might be perfect. Let's maybe wait until we get 1 more timber. Okay, small tavern is complete. So as soon as we get some ale, we'll be able to kind of put them in there, but I think that might be a little bit. Okay, we got 7 timber still. Did we ever order our second ox? I don't think we did. Let's maybe build that up, and then I can also upgrade it. I don't know where our other one went. Let's maybe build that here. I could probably throw that there, maybe even get another one tucked in here for the future. But yeah, they are going to take that region, unfortunately. We have 11 timber now, so I think we could probably do this. Let's go ahead and throw some houses in here. Now, it would be kind of cool to have 2 along there, but I think it makes the most amount of sense to do this. Maybe even like that. And that one's kind of on the edge. That should be just fine. And then in here, I could get some houses as well, but that should definitely be plenty. Now, the sturdy bandits are taking a lot of our stuff. I might free up another family just to be able to build a lot of this stuff a little bit quicker. And then hopefully we can get another ox available. Where is he? So we have that one still. I don't think our second one has come quite yet. Oh my gosh, they're taking another one. Are you kidding me? That's kind of crazy, actually. Okay, a lot of this stuff has been delivered, so I think they should be able to build all this now. Let's maybe set all that to highest priority. Let's get all of those houses built. Okay, if you can believe it, they already have 2 full regions. This is absolutely crazy. So they are picking these regions off one by one, and there's one actually bandit camp. I don't think they killed the guys, but they left the money for that. That's quite interesting. But they completely wiped out the whole map, so that makes it a little bit... Ooh. It left us a couple of freebies. So once we do get some soldiers, I think it is going to be our best interest to go take that stuff. So let's build up these houses as quickly as we can. Let's maybe focus on what else we need. We'll definitely need to get a marketplace. And wouldn't you know it, this is an absolutely perfect spot for that. So let's maybe get it just in here. And for some reason this is not snapping very well, but we'll have to do our best here. Let's just do that. We have an upgrade, so we have an armor delivery, which is kind of nice. So now we can get some soldiers. And we have about 9 soldiers available to us, which is actually interesting. Where's we have spears and shields. We just might not have enough men. It's actually the first time that's ever happened. Yeah, we don't have enough I don't think we have enough men to be able to do this. I don't know if we've lost some people or what's going on. But we do have some food coming in. They're just a little bit slow collecting that. Oh, we need somebody on our generic storage. Okay, let's maybe get somebody on our storehouse. We also have an upgrade that we can get here. What would benefit us the most? So we have a rich iron deposit and rich wild animals, I guess. Increased approval for that. We also have this, which would upgrade to a hunting hound and would also increase the capacity for forage goods. So that mushrooms that we have would actually benefit. And then increase the export price on minor trades, like for our pelts. I think we could probably benefit from this the most. We have that hunting hound, which will give us passive small game. Let's go ahead and get this. I think I like that. And then increase capacity for our forage goods. if we wanted to, obviously we might as well get this going. So let's just set this up right there. And then I could probably just take a path straight to there. Actually, it probably makes a little bit more sense to have it kind of following through here a little bit more. Probably a little bit more efficient. And yeah, they'll have to kind of go the long way here. Unless I was able to get a path all the way through the trees here. Let's see, is there kind of a route that we can take? I could probably go... what do I want to do? Let's go up through here. And then we can kind of come out through here. And stick alongside the trees. I think that might be pretty good. And then we can come out to our main path there. That'll be perfect. So yeah, having somebody in our storehouse will be good. Our granary. That'll keep this nice and empty so they can keep hunting. I might even think about moving this a little bit closer to here, honestly. Like, this path is coming up. Honestly, I might move this right there. And then we can just connect it right to there. And then that kind of frees up this path to be able to... So yeah, this will just take through here. I guess that kind of screws up all of this. Let's just take it right through here. And then we can just go straight like that. I think that'll still make a lot of sense. And then, yeah, I don't know if our well makes a lot of sense over there. I might be able to build it a little bit closer to town. Like, literally, I could put it right there. That makes a lot more sense. And then that kind of negates the need to have that there. So let's set this to highest priority. We do have our soldiers that can come out here. Let's quickly go take these. Where are they? Let's go take this one first. It's actually kind of nice of them to leave a little bit of money for us. But unfortunately, they took the influence from all that. While they are doing that, we do have a family available to work on something. I could probably have them... I mean, our hunting camp needs to come up, so that's probably where our worker went. And we do have a decent amount of planks now. We were going to place a church. So we could probably think about doing that. Okay, new message. I'll send that to our treasury, just so we can build up a little bit of money to get an army if we want. And where is the other one? I think it's just right over here. Let's make sure there's no bandits. Let's send them to claim that. So that's actually kind of nice. They left us a nice little freebie. I definitely don't mind that. And this actually leaves a lot of opportunity for expansion, having a nice little circle through here. Lots of roads going through here. I think it'll look pretty good and be nice and efficient for us. So building a church is definitely high on my priority list now. We do need a little bit of planks actually, so let's quickly get some of those. Let's start doing that. And we'll probably need to get somebody replanting some trees, as they're going to be chopping a lot of these down. So I think we're probably going to want a forester's hut. We'll probably just put that there. And then yeah, I did talk about getting our bloomery. And that could probably even go kind of just back here maybe even. Yeah, let's maybe put our bloomery back there. Running out of food. That is definitely not good. And in fact, we're actually going to need a logging camp here as well. So let's maybe get that. Maybe just right off of there. Yeah, we definitely need, especially once we get our logging camp in here, we're going to have to start replanting a lot of these trees. Somebody finally moved in, so that's absolutely amazing. And we should be getting quite a bit of planks soon. Did we ever get our second ox? I think we still only just have the one. Which is interesting. I don't know where he went. Okay, we'll have to figure that out. Let's maybe build up these hitching posts. Because sometimes if your ox doesn't come, you can kind of just delete that and then rebuild it. Yeah, let's get those built up. Where are our guys? We claim that. Let's send that to our treasury as well. And now we have 280. Should they decide to take another region, I think we should be able to fight them for it. So that'll be good. But yeah, they definitely did some work here. There's no other bandits to be able to take their camps. So yeah, let's get those guys back as fast as we can, and then we can get them back to work. Our hunting camp is ready to go. And we can also get this for the cost of 12 pieces of gold. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that's awesome. We're going to start getting some small game again. That'll be nice for some food, and we definitely need to start focusing on fuel. We got 1 month of both of them, so we got to be a little bit careful here. Our bloomery is ready to go, which is nice. And then once we start getting a few more families moved in, I think it might be a good idea to get our iron mining going. I think that's definitely high on our list. Let's make sure those guys get back. And then, yeah, we have this coming up. Did we ever get this built? Not quite yet, hey? I mean, it is August. So, yeah, we're going to run out of those pretty soon. We got to make sure we get that. And that actually upgraded, which is nice. We have another bandit camp available. So, oh, we don't want to get too close to these guys. They could take us out if we're not careful. So let's maybe get them back to work. And now we have 12 available soldiers. So that's actually quite nice. Yeah, we need to focus on getting some people moving in. We have 36 planks now. I think we could stop getting that. And what else do we want to do? Might as well build this up and then I'll get a family on there. Yeah, as far as getting our church, I think we could probably get that. Of course we need timber now. Well, of course we need timber now. Let's get that going. And now that we have these built up, I'd like to demolish that. And now we have 2 oxen available. I think we could probably upgrade those. And he did end up coming, which is nice. I think we could probably fit that in there now. And continue on with our lives here. So that's quite nice. We even had another family member move in. So our woodcutter's lodge. So yeah, that's what we want to get done. And then we could probably start focusing on our stone. How are we doing? We're getting a little bit of timber here. So things are coming on quite nicely. Let's maybe take a nice little walk through our town. Let's take a look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at the trees in the background. You just can't beat this game for aesthetics. It just looks so good. Got our nice little tavern in here. Not yet in use. Look, you got some empty bowls in there. We don't want to make sure we fill those bowls with some, maybe some Fruit Loops or something. I don't know if they like Fruit Loops back in these times, but, I mean, I don't see why not. I think everybody loves Fruit Loops. Absolutely gorgeous game. Like, just the textures are so nice. So yeah, we have a nice little town coming up here. I'd love to get our stone deposit going.
This is heavier than it looks.
Let's maybe focus on getting our church built first. And in fact, it might be a pretty good idea maybe to put it right here. I feel like that might be kind of nice. So let's maybe free up a little bit of room in here. Let's just get rid of that path, and that's absolutely perfect, actually. So I think a church might fit quite nicely in there, actually. So let's wait until we get enough timber. Yeah, it's literally right next to our well. I think it would be perfect in here. I might actually move this somewhere else. Yeah, let's maybe just demolish it. And then if I could get a path just right around here, I could maybe build a couple other things. Let's maybe just take it right around here. And then I could get our forester's hut maybe just right back there. I think that might be pretty good. Frees up a little bit of space in here. And now I think we could get our church. So, I mean, let's slow this down a little bit. Where do we want to get this? We could probably have it right off of there. I could probably even kind of angle it like that. I feel like that might look pretty good. Or if we could tuck it like right in here. Let's maybe turn off the snap to our road. And if we could get it as close to here as possible, I think that might look absolutely incredible. So let's build that right there. And then I'll just kind of take a path, maybe just right off of here. And then I can kind of leave a little bit of space in front like that. And then that actually connects up nicely to here. So I could probably just connect that path. And then right off of the back of it, we could probably have a path as well. But once that's built, I think we should be able to take care of all that. As far as our pathing goes, we have quite a bit of family members moved in here now. So let's maybe maximize, obviously our woodcutter's lodge is done. Let's get some people working, because obviously people sitting around doing nothing does absolutely nothing. So let's maybe get 2 family members on our Woodcutter's Lodge. Logging camp is doing pretty good. I think, yeah, we got family members on both of those. Now might be a pretty good time to start getting maybe our stone gathering camp. Might be pretty good. Let's maybe snap that to a road. And we want to make sure we don't demolish any of the stone there. I think that's perfect. And we also want to get a mine if we can. So let's get a mining pit just for this. And yeah, I could kind of just come right through here. I think that's going to be awesome. Even more people moving in. So people are nice and happy at least. So let's just take this right through here. Then we can connect up right to our main path there. I think that's going to be perfect. Yeah, this is definitely looking pretty good. We might even want to build a couple more houses. Church is already done. That's crazy. We might even be pretty close to... yeah, we need a little bit more foraged goods. How are we doing with that? This is so far away. I guess, yeah, we might as well. No, all those mushrooms shrank. So we might have to wait till the next season for that. Unfortunately. Yeah, let's maybe get this built up. And then we could definitely get some iron coming in. We're getting a little bit low on tools, so we'll probably want to build some of those tools. And in fact, might even be a good idea to get a smithy. So this is built up. We could probably get maybe even 3 families on that. Might as well collect all of that stone. Might as well. And I don't think they have gone for this yet. Oh, wait, they did. Another freebie. Okay, sweet. Let's go take that as well. They're being quite nice to us, actually. Quite generous. I guess we haven't declared war on them yet, so they are still being nice to us. Let's maybe send this to our treasury as well. I'd love to send it to our nearest town, but I think we should be able to generate enough income for us. Or maybe wait for another one and then we'll send that to our regional wealth. Yeah, let's just kind of focus on that. Where else do we want to get some houses? Yeah, we're going to get all of this stone. That'll be awesome. We have quite a bit of timber. We might as well get somebody on our saw pit now. And we can start taking care of that. Yeah, this is doing pretty good. We have 61 pelts we can already sell. We're getting quite a bit of small game, so that's also awesome. And where's our pupper? Oh, there he is. He's running around. He's getting some, he's doing a little bit of hunting himself. He's going somewhere. Yeah, there he goes. What's his name? His name's Fritz? Yeah, his name's Fritz. That's a nice name for a dog. Nice little doggo there. He's doing quite nice. Let's get all of these guys back to work. And yeah, we have 20 soldiers now, which is actually quite nice. I feel like we could take some bandit camps of our own, should they pop up here. And this is the only region they can even pop up in now, so it's actually quite unfortunate. At least it's kind of close to us. Let's maybe get a couple more houses built here. I might even focus on getting... Like, what do I want to do? I could probably take... Maybe take a path right along here. What do I want to do? How could I make this look legendary? Let's maybe go a little bit further, and let's maybe just go right off of here. And I could kind of just take this up and have it come back. Maybe just like that. I don't know. I could probably get some houses in here. I'll take a little path just through here. Let's maybe start out with that. Let's do that. Get some houses in here. And it might actually look pretty good, just like that. Let's do that. And then in here, I might even want to split up a little bit as well. So let's just take a path just like that. And I can get some houses in here as well. Let's maybe face them a different way just so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, I think just like that's a little bit goofy maybe. But that might be the best we can really come up with. I mean, I don't mind it. Over here will look more normal at least. And let's maybe face those just like that. I think that's perfect. And then I could probably even continue this around as well. So let's just take this up. And then I could get some houses in here. And I guess it doesn't have to connect to there. I'm just going to have this kind of end here. I think that might look pretty good. We got 3 timbers, so we'll have to wait till we get a little bit more. But I think that'll be great. Okay, we have a bunch of new houses coming up here. Let's make sure we collect all that stone. You know, I think I might want to, I usually kind of just expand out and build kind of around my main area. I think what I might want to do is kind of just focus on a build kind of over here. Like, I don't even necessarily have to build over here. I kind of just always assume I do. So I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to have a little build over here. Maybe have like a secondary little market area over here. Just so it's not so far that they have to walk. I mean, it's not that far, but you know what I mean. And I think, let's check this really quick. Okay, yeah, we decided that it is November, so there's no point in doing that yet. How are we doing with the iron? So we don't have anybody on here currently. We are currently building a bunch of houses, so I guess we might as well just wait until they're done that. And we are collecting stone pretty fast here. We might as well just wait for them to do that. And I think they'll be just as efficient. Let's just have 2 families on there. And then I'll leave 2 unassigned for doing that, or for building a bunch of stuff. There's no way they're taking another region right now. Are you kidding me? So they're trying to take this last region, and that's our last chance at getting bandit camps. I think we might have to fight for them for that. Let's check what we have for mercenaries. Okay, we have these guys. I think we might have to hire them. And then I may have to use my own guys. But I think if I hire these guys, I don't know. That gives me a little bit of archers, a little bit of brigands. They're definitely a lot cheaper. I cannot afford them. So let's go ahead and sign that contractor as well. Let's get these guys ready to fight. I don't know where the battlefield's going to be. But we do have a little bit of our own guys at least. So I think we might be able to help them out. Where is everybody coming from? We just had a family moving, which is nice. These guys are coming from here. That's not too bad. Man, we got an uphill climb here. Got 3 regions we'll have to claim, plus this AI opponent. So we'll definitely have a lot of battles on our hands. Yeah, let's kind of just wait for those guys to get in position, and then we can start our battle here. What I talked about of building a bunch of houses throughout here, let's maybe kind of try and plot this out a little bit. So I think what I could do, let's maybe just take a path right through here. Let's see if we can kind of go up. And then I'm just going to go kind of just like this. And then kind of circle back. Maybe actually a little bit tighter to here. And then kind of circle back to there. And then I sort of want to keep these trees, but I think I even might anyway. If I do this, so I have 6 houses, or 6 timber, sorry. Let's see if we can put some in here. Let's see what this looks like. I probably want quite a few more houses than that, to be honest. But I think that tree will be preserved no matter what. So we'll just wait until we get a little bit more timber for that. But yeah, we are clearing out an area pretty quickly here. We might as well get a few more families doing some work. We got about 5 stone left to collect. Come on, let's get all that done. And we also have our storehouse here. I mean, we might as well upgrade these. We have the stone available. And I think for the most part, our guys are getting a little bit closer. I could probably start our battle soon. No, let's maybe wait till they get a little bit closer. And just so they can kind of form up. I think that's probably close enough. Let's start this battle. Let's see where our battlefield is. Of course, it's way the heck over here. Let's get all these guys over. Oh, they're sending a message. Okay, so they can make it worth my while if I drop our claims. 240 silver pieces. I don't think that's enough for us, unfortunately. Let's maybe set up right here. And what are they sending at us? Looks to be about 5 units, 1 unit of brigands, a full unit of retinue, archers, and 2 units of our mercenaries. So that's not good. Honestly, we may need to get our guys involved here, just to offer a little bit of assistance. And they can kind of come at the turn of the tide. Behind 20 men, that's not a whole lot, but I think they should be able to do something. If anything, keep their archers occupied or something. Yeah, I think that should help no matter what. As far as our planks, where's our planks? Let's maybe take them off our saw pit. We don't need to do that yet. And we're pretty close to being able to upgrade a couple of things. We need to get a merchant house, a trading post. We'll definitely need to get that going. Where's our nearest trade point? Probably this one, if I were to assume. So let's maybe get this. Even like right here would actually be a nice little location for that. It's kind of central. It's semi-close to here. I think that should be a nice little location. Let's maybe upgrade our well. and prepare for battle here. Okay, so they're definitely getting a lot closer here. I may have to... Yeah, I think the battle's probably going to start pretty soon here. We are in location. I might as well keep... Let's maybe progress these guys forward a little bit. And let's maybe push these guys up on the sides. If we can. And then our guys, let's kind of just get them here. Yeah, the battle should be starting soon here. Let's push forward a little bit more. I think they... Okay, battle begins. They should be... Yeah, let's send in our retinue. Our brigands, sorry. They're charging in. We might as well press forward a little bit here. Get the battle started. But here comes our brigands. They're going to keep these guys nice and busy while we charge in. So let's get these guys in the fight. Let's shoot these guys. I might get these guys on the sides, but yeah, if we can attack these guys, maybe take out their archers. Might as well try and lock them down. Okay, we got these guys locked down with 2 units. They are sending these guys in now. So I think if we could get on the flanks here, let's maybe run these guys in. Yeah, if we can kind of get set up behind here and then shoot them, I think that'll be pretty good. And hopefully we can have some good success taking these guys out. We can desperately need to take these guys out. So then we can flank them around and get their retinue completely surrounded. Okay, I think that should be perfect. Let's get them set up. And then, yeah, our bandits, I don't want to completely waste their lives. Let's keep them held down and then we can shoot at them from the backs. I think that'll be good. Almost have these guys taken out. Actually, we're doing really well. Let's maybe just get these guys walking. I think they're in a nice spot here. And actually, if they attack our spearmen, I think that'll be a good little locking position. Let's maybe get them right here. And then we can have our archers attack them. Yeah, let's definitely attack their... Oh yeah, we absolutely smoked their retinue units. So that's perfect. Let's maybe attack their archers. Let's form up here. Quickly form up. Form the line, men. And then we'll have everybody attack all at once here. Let's charge in. Absolutely epic. I think we did pretty good in this battle. We haven't even really used our own men. And let's attack them. Just so we can get some nice pop shots in the back of these guys. Come on. Take them out. Oh, our dog came. Look at there's a dog. Hopefully he comes and helps with the fight. We definitely need his help. That's a big dog, honestly. He could probably do some damage. Here he comes. He's there for moral support, if anything. And we have taken... Oh, those guys are on top of everyone. They kind of look like they're floating on top of everyone. That's funny. But yeah, we are absolutely slaughtering these guys. Let's push forward on these guys. Yeah, we're doing some good fighting here. And we have a mass rout. That is absolutely amazing. Let's charge, take out these guys. And might as well get my spearmen back to our town, wherever that is. Might as well start sending them back. I think we got things well sorted out here, so that's perfect. Let's watch the final little push. Taking out their archers. What would be... Here's my question of the day. What is your weapon of choice in battle? Is it a sword, a mace, a flail, a little hammer or something? I don't know what mine would be. Probably like a spear and a shield. I feel like you can't really beat that. It's definitely strong. You can have a nice defense, keep them at bay. I feel like that would definitely be my weapon of choice. That is victory. I think we officially own 2 regions now, so that's kind of nice. And it's also kind of nice to secure my flanks here. So they don't really come from here. Obviously, we own this region, so they won't be able to attack from here. So that's kind of perfect. Let's disband these guys before we have to pay them again. I don't think there's any bandit camps. No, there's not. So let's quickly disband them. They are in no more need. And we only lost 1 guy out of all that, so that's kind of perfect. We have 4 unassigned families. I think they can unassign a few more here. Let's get a couple of things set up. So obviously we are getting our trading post figured out. Let's figure out our farming fields. So obviously our main field are kind of over here, isn't it? So if we have a farmhouse, Honestly, that could maybe even go like kind of tucked in here. I feel like that'd be a perfect little spot for that. And then I could maybe take this path. How do I want to do this? I could probably just plot out some fields. Let's start by just kind of plotting out a few in here. Let's maybe go as far over as we can. And maybe do something like that. Now let's maybe make sure we get all of the field possible here. Don't want to waste any of this juicy fertility. Let's maybe go a little bit shorter. Do something like that, and then we can kind of go like this. And maybe kind of something like that. I don't know, I think that would probably work. And we can get all of the green there. And obviously we have lots of yellow. Let's check out our barley. Oh, it actually does look like we have a little bit of barley fertility here. So I could probably get something out of that. Let's go ahead and try that out. As far as rye, we got plenty and plenty of rye, so we could even just kind of just do whatever we want here with that. Let's maybe get a nice long skinny field right in there. And then right in here I could also get a field probably. Okay, we got all that plotted out. This was our barley. 36%, that's better than nothing. We got 93% there, and honestly, this is all really good rye. Like, I could probably just only get rye. Like 100%, we can't really argue with that, can we? Compared to 69%. Let's go with all rye. I think that will definitely be nice. Let's get that built up. We can get these guys back to work. And as far as getting a blacksmith and all that figured out, we need timber, we need planks, but we also need some foraged goods. So I think we'll definitely get that with our mushrooms when the spring comes, which is happening pretty much right now. You can see a little bit of snow melting here. So that is epic. And you know what? We never actually replied to these guys. We have a letter to Hildebolt. Where is Hildebolt? So we can't actually reply to him. I wonder if we can get some money from this. So my claims are non-negotiable. I may withdraw my claims for such a price. We already took the region, so I wonder if... Is this cheeky? Okay, we still have the region. Let's see if we got... I think we... Did we get money for that? I think they had offered like 250. I think we got the money for that, actually. Oh, that's a little bit cheeky. I'm sorry about that, but... Okay, that's kind of nice, actually. Sweet. I mean, I don't like to cheat like that, but... I mean, if you guys want to try that in your gameplay, it definitely works. You can't really say it doesn't. Let's get a couple of workers on here. On our trading post, I'd love to start getting some of this stuff sold. If we go to our pelt, it's a minor trade, so we can actually export that without needing a trading post or trading route. So we can set that to 0, start exporting those pelts, and once we get enough for a horse, we will definitely get a horse. How are we doing with all this? We could upgrade that. And yeah, all of this is kind of open in the open. We might as well wait for our storehouse to get all of that collected. I think our supply and demand is doing pretty good. Let's maybe get somebody back on our saw pit. And we could probably get another worker on that, getting some more firewood. And as far as getting our firewood, I think having a charcoal kiln might be a good idea. But we definitely need some more timber first, so we gotta wait for that. And getting somebody on our forester's hut is probably a good idea early on. However, it is only January, so I think we might have to wait a little bit. Just to obviously wait for spring so we can plant trees. Well, not very easy to do in the winter. Okay, how are we doing? We got 4 timber now. I wouldn't mind getting a couple more oxes. If we can. Yeah, they are slowly collecting all of that, which is perfect. So we can get all that moved over. We're struggling for food a little bit. Yeah, we got not too many small game. But I think that should change pretty soon. This is actually doing pretty good. I could probably get another family on here, honestly. Let's get another family on the hunting camp. And then if I get another one, I'd love to put them on our forager hut over here. I think that would be a great idea. I could even get some herbs to prevent those common colds from occurring. Yeah, we're finishing a couple of houses here. That's perfect. That's definitely going to help us. We have our stone well done. All we need is those mushrooms, and then we should be able to upgrade some houses. And a few of these we can actually upgrade some of the plots. I don't know which other ones, like maybe, no, I don't think any of the other ones could. This one we can, so that's perfect. Let's just kind of do those. That is the bell indicating springtime. So I think we could probably get somebody on here and then start replanting some trees. Yeah, we've kind of taken out this whole area, so let's just kind of replant here. And then if we get somebody else, I think we're doing pretty good for firewood. We got quite a bit of timber now. Let's maybe free up one worker. And I am just going to get them on our forager hut right away. Just so they can kind of get out there. It is quite the march all the way out there, so might as well get them out there in time for the berries and the mushrooms to grow. Okay, and our farmhouse is also done now. So that's amazing. We could get a plowing station. In fact, I will do that. That'd be a good idea. We are having a bunch of families move in, which is kind of nice. How are we doing with the planks? Not too well. We got 19 timber. I guess we could get some houses in here now. So let's plot in some houses. I think having just like a bunch of houses might be kind of nice. Yeah, let's maybe do that. Might as well have as many as we can. And yes, our trees, this lucky neighbor in here, they got the nice trees in the backyard. Put a nice little fire pit under that or something. Not too close though. Obviously it'll engulf in flames. Okay, we should be collecting some berries soon, and we have collected all that, so we might as well demolish that. And that kind of opens up a little bit of opportunity for more houses in here, should we choose. So that's kind of good. Let's collect all that supplies. And we need to start getting some tools, because we only have 4 tools, so let's maybe get a smithy. And that could probably just go right there. I feel like that's a good little location. And you know what? I don't think we got anybody on here. So let's get them mining so we can get some iron ore. And then we'll need to get somebody on our bloomery, and then we can start that little production. I think that'll be awesome. But yeah, as far as our planks, they haven't really started working on that quite yet. I may have to permanently assign ox just for a quick second. And then as far as our fields, we could probably get just one family on there. I will have to get somebody moved in, or maybe free up a family. But this is actually kind of nice. They'll be able to do this. And then if I permanently assign a couple of oxes. Yeah, we already have 78. So I could do 2. And in fact, let's just do 1 for now. And then I need to order a couple more oxen. Let's order 1 here. And I'm just going to get as many of those as we can. It definitely pays to have an oxen running around our fields. Look at that. You can kind of only use as 1 man to kind of run the oxen. Look how fast he's already done more than all these guys have. So he's nice and efficient. That's perfect. As long as we can get some planks coming our way. No, we accidentally went to the wrong region there. Yeah, there we go. We got 19 planks. I feel like that's better than nothing. And wouldn't you know it, we can upgrade a few houses here. So might as well do a few of those. I think this would be perfect, like blacksmith, joiner's workshop maybe. Maybe like a tailor or something. Cobbler's workshop might look good there. Okay, I gotta believe that our production is doing pretty well. Our fields are absolutely cruising, so that's amazing. That's actually crazy. 1 family can do all of that. Seeding might be a little bit more difficult. But honestly, I could throw another family when the time comes. More people are coming in, and that keeps getting stuck on Lugstat. There we go, Gupsburg. And if it shows up 0, you can quickly just like go forward and back on a building, then it shows up again. Little tip for you guys, it's kind of just bugged right now, so we kind of just got to work with it. We could upgrade a few more houses if we wanted. We have a decent amount of timber, we might as well while we have the resources. Might as well upgrade a few of these. And actually, as many of these that we can upgrade, the better, because we will actually get a little bit of regional wealth from all of them that are upgraded. So I feel like that is pretty good. And I'd love to maybe have another family on here. Let's replant some of these trees as quickly as we can, because obviously the sooner we plant them, the better. They'll start growing. We got our church. I think we're doing pretty good now. As far as our... Okay, we have 14 iron ore. I'd love to start producing some iron slabs. And then we could start getting, obviously, some tools made. We're going to need somebody on our smithy. So this is quite the project on our hands. We'll have to move around some families, maybe. Nobody on here. Let's order another ox. And I think we could probably get somebody on there. Yeah, we are making quite a bit of money here, which is nice. We're selling lots of pelts. Oh, we needed a horse, didn't we? Okay, let's save our money for a horse next. Yeah, these are kind of full. We'll probably need another hitching post sooner or later. So if we could fit one... Okay, that doesn't get rid of the tree, so that's perfect. I think that's good. Let's just take this path and kind of just lead it up to there. I think this is doing pretty good. Yeah, that's going to take quite a while for them to seed all of this. And our ox is going to come take over there. That's perfect. Okay, that's awesome. Could upgrade a couple more houses here now. I think we were just waiting for some timber or something. Okay, there we go. We have 3 tools available. So, 19 iron ore. Let's get somebody on our bloomery. Then they can start making some iron slabs. And then we can start making some weapons. Weapons needed, my lord. Let's maybe set this to high priority. I will need 1 timber to be able to complete that, but I don't think we have any oxen available here. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Let's just keep 1 on there. This is the last field anyway, so yeah, they're going to get all of that seeded. That's actually a pretty sizable farm for all of that. So we're going to get quite a bit of wheat for that. Lots of rye bread. And if we could... Okay, there we go. There's our horse. That is going to help out tremendously. Let's maybe upgrade that. And we are rocking and rolling here. So we're planting lots of trees here. That is awesome. So like, honestly, let's just keep that just little industry going. I could probably get some houses over here. Obviously, there's lots of free area in this side. Let's quickly check our adversary here. How are they doing? Let's maybe get a nice little cinematic shot on top, or shot on top of the mountain here. I feel like that's pretty cool. What do they have? So they got a little bit of vegetable gardens back here. Honestly, I should probably start doing that. I feel like this is a nice little town. They got our church back there, granary, storehouse, little market area. What more could you ask for? I would love, like, just picture my army set up right on the outskirts of town, ready to charge in, and then they charge out like the 30 men that they have available to defend. Oh, that'd just be like, that's the kind of stuff I just can't wait for. Like, I just like send my guys over here just to completely overpower these guys because I know they don't have any men. Like, picture, I think it's the first night, it's like the first scene when the bad guy charges in and like burns the entire town. They hardly have anybody to defend, but like, it's just a little town. They got farmers. What the heck is happening with this? That's absolutely incredible. That's some A+ craftsmanship right there. Then they just jump off. That's perfect. Yeah, I'd love to see some battles with some of these smaller towns. I feel like that'd be so cool. And obviously they could attack us too. Definitely looking forward to lots of that stuff. I feel like their town might be a little bit... maybe ours is about the same size. We still need to collect that 1 piece of timber. And then we could get some houses along here. And in fact, I probably could just do that. Let's just get a path going up there. And then I could get a house kind of just along here. It doesn't have to be too fancy. Let's maybe get a house. What do I want to do? I could probably even split this up a little bit. I am going to quickly... I mean, who do I assign to take care of that? Our storehouse? Let's maybe just assign that and then see if they go and collect that. Or maybe somebody else does. I don't know who collects that, but I think in the meantime, I could get some houses going this way. Kind of into the woods. I think that would be perfect. And then I could get some going this way as well. I don't know if this is too big or what. In fact, I might even face them going this way. So if I could maybe even take a path going out here and then just connect to there. And then I could get some houses in there. So hopefully they collect that. That'd be kind of nice. I think I'm going to take this off because I don't think they even collect the timber. Yeah, I don't know. They'll just have to do something with that, I guess. Haven't been delivered here yet. We could upgrade our tavern, and I think we will have a little bit of barley. Yeah, look at all this stuff that's being made there. So let's maybe upgrade our tavern. That'll also need timber, so hopefully they go collect that. How are we doing? Did we ever get our horse? There he goes. I think we could even get another one. Let's maybe order another horse. And then they can kind of help out. Yeah, that definitely helps out. We are flying through the pelts now. Lots of iron slabs, I think. Let's maybe set this to high priority. I think we're just missing one timber. Do we have an unassigned ox? Yeah, we got 2. So they should be somewhere doing something. Let's maybe take that one off. Then he can kind of help out as well. Yeah, I love the way I have this set up. This is actually really cool. Kind of got our marketplace right outside our tavern there. Definitely looks very nice. Got our well. And then the granary storehouse kind of tucked behind the trees. I think it's very clean look. I don't mind this look. I think it's pretty nice. We have 192 regional wealth. We could start thinking about getting... Like, I could probably get... If we're getting an orchard, we might as well start building those now. These are pretty big plots. I feel like they could be orchards. Let's maybe start planting some trees there. Yeah, I'd love to get that going. These are pretty big plots as well. I might as well get them. Maybe some vegetable gardens. That's going to cost a lot of money to be able to do all that. So I guess we'll have to wait a little bit, but I think we should be able to get rolling on that. Yeah, we're doing pretty good with our timber. Got lots of rubble stone. Still nobody's collected that. Hopefully somebody does. Our smithy is finally done. Let's get somebody on that, making some tools. Just in time for us to run out. We got 2 tools, so that's perfect. This is available now, so we can get a blacksmith. Let's get our joiner's workshop so we can start making some weapons here. And as far as... I mean, we could get a cobbler's workshop. We don't have any shoes or leather to make any shoes yet. We could do a tailor's workshop. I don't know what I want to do. I could probably just keep this open for now. Could even make it a brewery. Let's just wait. I'd rather keep the family members available for doing other things. And that is what I want to do. I want to get a charcoal kiln out here. We actually have a little bit of space here. I could probably just get a charcoal kiln coming right off of here. Maybe just nice and straight. Don't need to overcomplicate it. Let's get one of these right there. And then maybe right there. Hopefully it's not too close to our church. I don't think it would light it on fire, but I think that's going to be awesome. For not only getting us a bunch of firewood, we have so much firewood. Making charcoal for fuel, sorry. Not firewood. We could also sell it. So I'm going to enable that in our trade post. Let's go to our fuel. We can export this. And basically all the stuff we make, I'm going to keep not 540, 50. And we will need to get a trade route. So let's go ahead and do that. I think that is absolutely perfect. How's our supply and demand doing? So I think we could use another granary worker. We should have a little bit of mushrooms now. Yeah, there we go. We got 43 mushrooms. Absolutely perfect. You know, I might even take this path and go straight to here. Might as well just continue on right to there. We got lots of houses prime for the making or the building here. And I find it a little bit interesting that they haven't built out here yet. You know, I probably need to buy a couple more oxen. Oh, they've already started harvesting, which is interesting. So, yeah, September. Hopefully they don't harvest all of that. But we did end up getting a little bit. We got 12 Raishis. They're a little bit ahead of the game. I didn't expect them to be. So we're going to need to get a windmill here. So hopefully we can get somebody in our saw pit. We get 18 tools now. Honestly, selling some tools might be a pretty good idea as well. It's only a minor trade. We might as well export those. Let's keep about 10 at all times. I think that might be good. And let's set this to make, yes, spears, that's already set, and large shields. I think we already have a little bit of small shields, so let's make some large shields. And then we can get some more soldiers. I think that'll be perfect. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We got another region here. So should we choose to take this one, we could. It's got rich iron, rich mushrooms. Everything's very far away from each other though. That's the only thing I really worry about. Like our fishing pond is way over here. Yeah, I don't know if this makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, they have already started to reseed that stuff, so they have realized, oh wait, maybe we shouldn't have harvested that. Let's get another family on there, then they can help with the reseeding. Because they definitely need to get that done before the winter hits. And yeah, our tavern, I definitely want to get that going if we can. We have 260 regional wealth. I don't think it makes sense to order barley, because we are getting it a little bit. Oh, 2. Oh, what the heck. Okay, we may have to think about what we want to do here. So obviously we'll need a malt house eventually. We haven't made any progress with our planks. Honestly, yeah, we may have to permanently assign an ox for that. But yeah, we're making that, so that's perfect. This area has opened up a little bit. So I could probably just assign them to plant all those trees. I think for the most part we've probably planted, there's little trees coming up. So that's good. Let's get somebody on our charcoal kiln. Then we can start making some money for that. Yeah, all of these are set up. Let's get some apples. And these are also ready to go. Let's get apples there. And then this one we could do some carrots. And I think that's pretty good. I don't want to spend too much money. We're making quite a bit here. I wouldn't mind getting a manor house. We have 55 timber and 0 planks. Oh, that's kind of funny actually. 55 timber. Okay, they're finally making some planks actually, so that is good. Hopefully they're going to be able to rip through those and make a bunch of those. And then I'd love to get a manor house. So we need 20 planks for that. I think having that, I don't know where I want to build that. Maybe over here? I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe have like a little wooden wall, like a checkpoint. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Look at all these outhouses. Man, they need a lot of outhouses. We finally built up all these though. That's kind of nice. We can upgrade a few of these. You know what I might do? Let's maybe get some animal pens that just really cost planks. Planks that we don't really have, but let's kind of just start getting those throughout our town. And then we can get some animals and then get some leather and then make some boots. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, we got a few families available here. Let's start getting some charcoal. We've already made quite a bit of it, so that's perfect. Charcoal burns, I think, twice as good as our firewood. Like you only need 1 charcoal to burn per 2 firewood in other places. So, and I think 1 firewood even makes 2 charcoal. Like it's absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't made charcoal, it's amazing in this game, and you can even sell it for quite a bit too. Okay, we have 1 family available to do something. Okay, we finally cleared out a little bit of space for that. So let's get some houses in here. I think we could probably do something like that. I don't know which way I want them to face. I feel like that's pretty decent. I could also do this, which isn't horrible either. I feel like this is probably our best bet though. So let's get some houses being built up there. I think that's pretty good. And yeah, we could get somebody working on something. Let's maybe do... Yeah, we should have quite a bit of tools now. Okay, now we have a bunch of planks, 131 planks. We could probably chill out on the planks for a little bit. I'd love to get maybe another worker on our charcoal kiln. I feel like that's a good idea. And you know what would be an even better idea? Let's just take a path kind of just throughout here. And then if I can, I'll just connect to there just to make it a little bit easier for them to get back. I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah, we got our smithy ready to go. How are we doing with our iron ore? So we got 27 of that. How are these guys doing? Refueling, they need a little bit more tools. So that's fine. They're going to be able to work on that. I wouldn't mind maybe 1 more granary worker. One more storehouse worker would probably help. And then I can also upgrade a few more houses. Might as well do as many of those. Okay, now that we have tons of planks, I would like to get some more animal pens going here. I think these can be animal pens. A lot of these can be as well. I feel like they're decent size for that. Let's get some goats. I don't really like pigs in this game. It kind of just gives you meat. I'd love to get meat. Like, goats gives you meat and hides, so I'd rather have that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some more vegetable gardens back here, just to really have as much food variety as possible. Yeah, let's get some vegetables there. I think that's perfect. We're gonna build all of that. And I'm gonna save this just in case I want to have a tailor, and this one's still open as well. And a lot of these are built up. Let's just wait on that. Yeah, that's good. We're making quite a bit of money now. We have a new message. Okay, raiders near. I wondered when they were coming. Let's track their movements. So they're coming in about a year's time. So we're able to kind of keep an eye on that. And we have 2 families on here we might as well free up. And we are struggling for food a little bit here. So it's going to be nice to get all of this wheat in here. We also need to get a windmill. So let's kind of try and get this as efficient as it can be. 95% here. That's probably our best bet right there, honestly. And then we can kind of just take a path. Oh, I thought... Interesting, I might have to reconfigure that. Okay, for whatever reason, it's not letting me do that. So I guess I'll just take it around. And then I can kind of just connect up like that. That's probably good enough. That's probably where the wind's coming from anyway, so it probably just automatically does that. I don't mind it. I think that's definitely fine. Let's get a couple more workers throughout here. And just like that, we need more planks. So that's kind of interesting. And we need to get another unit of spearmen here. Let's keep expanding our town. Let's make sure we have lots of room for people to move in. And in fact, now that I've done most of that, I could probably take this in and kind of go just like to the end there. And then I can get some houses throughout here. We'll take a path right up here. And then kind of, that'll bridge the gap in there. I think that'll be good. And let's get some houses in here. We can kind of just go right to there and then... I mean, I might as well have them there. That probably makes a little bit more sense. And it's kind of facing the main part of that. But we're going to wait for some timber first. I may have to even move my logging camp back a little further, honestly. Let's maybe get another forester's hut here. Maybe even another one of them. I definitely need to replant a bunch of trees in here. Let's just do a nice big area. And that will definitely help with that. Got one more family available to do something. Where do you want to get them? Maybe firewood. Or maybe on our charcoal. I feel like we have 4 workers on there already. What else could we do? I mean, really, we need to start getting a lot of these. So let's get some vegetables. That'll keep our people nice and busy. Let's get some cabbages. And then all of these are available, I think. Let's do that. Get some goats. And then with that, we'll also need to get our tannery. So we'll just need to get a couple more timber for that. And then we can start producing some shoes. That's exciting. Okay, let's maybe stop that. Now let's get another worker on our logging camp. Let's maybe even permanently sign an ox. For now, I might have to even start digging into these trees, honestly. Let's just turn that off and then they can kind of just chop down any tree that they want. Hopefully they don't get too close to our wild animals. How are we doing with that? We got 6 pelts. Small game. Might as well just free up 1 extra worker there. Let's go ahead and do that. How are we doing? Do we have any timber yet? Not really. Not a whole lot of timber. I may have to get another ox, honestly. Let's get as many of them as we can. It is April. I gotta keep an eye on all these. Actually, they're gonna be pretty close to ready to be harvested. So might as well get a family on there. We got a windmill up and running. And spears. Kind of slow to make all the spears, honestly. We're kind of just still missing equipment, though. They're slowly working on that. And this is ready to go now, so let's get... Oh, that'll actually get rid of our tree. Nope, I gotta keep the tree. That's the entire reason I got all that. Gotta keep the tree. All of these are ready to go. I mean, what do you even get here? That's like... It's pretty useless, honestly. Let's just get like an animal pen might be best. Maybe a couple vegetable gardens. And then these are pretty big. Let's get some orchardies. So we can start getting some level 3 apple trees. And then over here, honestly, I probably could have made these even a little bit bigger. But I feel like they're fine. Let's get some animal pens. Maybe switch it up with a little bit of that. We have some timber now, so we could build some more houses. In fact, we definitely need to get some more houses now, so let's start working on that. And yeah, I think I want to face it like... Probably like that? Yeah, it probably makes the most sense. And then throughout here, I could get some houses. Let's maybe kind of just go up. Kind of just like that, honestly. And then I could maybe bridge a little path going to there. And then I'm going to keep this maybe kind of going up like that. And then I can get some houses in here. Could maybe even get another trading post, but I don't think I need one. Let's definitely for sure get some houses in here. If I face them like that and face them like that, let's maybe face it like that. And then in here I could get a house. I think I'll just get a house. Let's maybe just get 2 houses. Keep it simple. Okay, we got a nice little town going here. I'd love to upgrade my church if we could. Let's get a couple more workers on here. And they can kind of help with replanting some trees. I'll probably just focus on this area. As the other one's kind of focusing on this area. So we can kind of split up there. Yeah, they're going to get lots of timber for us now. And then we will need to get another saw pit worker. Yeah, we got lots of charcoal now, so we are going to start making quite a bit of money here. And of course now we're waiting on timber and planks to be able to build our manor house. See, it even did build it like that, so I don't know why it did that. That's funny. Whatever. Yeah, not getting a whole lot of rye with all that, which is interesting. Definitely interesting. Maybe get a couple more animal pens here. And then I think a lot of these are ready to go, so let's make sure all of them, like I think all of these, let's get some goats. And all of these should be ready to go. Okay, all of these are ready to go. Let's get some apples now. Let's make sure we get those planted. And all of these are ready to go as well, so let's get some guys on there. A couple more animal pens. So we're going to get quite a bit of leather for all that, I believe. Or a hide, sorry. So we need to get a tannery. I don't know where we want to get that. Probably just right there. It's probably the best spot, honestly. Kind of on the outskirts of town. As far as our marketplace, I feel like it's doing pretty well. Our army is doing pretty well. We can't really do anything with our army right now, honestly. We could maybe try and take another region, but we need to wait for our bandits to come so we can get some influence. So yeah, we are kind of waiting on them. Might as well get another family on our farmhouse. Just so they can kind of help out a little bit quicker. Let's maybe get some vegetable gardens or orchardies. Okay, perfect. We got a lot of stuff set up here now. So that's kind of perfect. I think, yeah, all of these need to be set up. Okay, we got some heavy rain coming in. Just in time for harvest season. We have another family available for doing something. I think our saw pit. No, we have lots of planks. Honestly, I might even have to get another logging camp here. If I'm going to build another one, I might as well have it kind of over here. And of course, we need timber for that. What I might even do, I don't need to take a family off of here. I'm just going to limit our plank production. Let's just limit this to like maybe 50. And then once they get below 50, they can come back and work some more. So yeah, let's kind of just do that. That'll help our timber production as well. Yeah, there we go. It's at 100. They will not work until it goes below 50 again. So that'll help build up some timber. Yeah, I think either way, we're definitely going to need to get some more timber workers. Got tons of charcoal. Okay, they are trying to take our current region here. So this could be a little bit interesting. We need to make sure, okay, we got 467. Oh, see, I hate this. They attack us, use up all our resources, and we don't get really anything out of the deal. Let's get these guys. Let's rush them over here. And they are coming from pretty far away, so we definitely need to get them over now. We got a little bit of our own guys, so that's decent. I feel like we should be able to defend here. And in fact, I might even get these guys running. Just to be sure. Okay, we got 31 wild animals there. I might as well, yeah, let's just get them on there. And we have a drought here, so that's probably going to kill our fields a little bit. Let's maybe get another miner. And yeah, these guys are here now, so that's perfect. Let's get them just walking. And I don't know where the battlefield is going to be, so we'll kind of have to just wait for that. In fact, I'm going to get these guys. Yeah, I don't know where the battlefield's going to be. Let's maybe just start it. And okay, it is over here. So let's get set up over here. I don't want to use my own guys if I can help it. But actually, since the battlefield's so close by, I could literally wait till they get here. And at the last second, I could charge them out and flank them. I don't think they know that we have any soldiers. So yeah, we could definitely do that. What did they have for soldiers? They are coming from... I actually don't know. Where are they coming from? Enemy unit spotted? Okay, they're coming from here. That's definitely... Oh, they're actually... That's perfect. They're literally charging right from here. So we can get all of our guys set up right there. And then we could literally just come and flank them when the time comes. So that's perfect. Hopefully they don't burn our entire city to the ground as they're walking through. Okay, we are in a drought, so that'll definitely burn everything. Okay, here they come. Let's make sure we get our swordsmen out in front. Nice long lineup, and then our archers can just go behind them. Okay, here they come. I think now is probably a good time. Let's maybe wait till they charge a little bit further. Let's kind of just turn a little bit. And I'm just going to wait for them to come to me. Battle has started, so let's get these guys out. We can maybe form them up right in these fields. And we could definitely get them to help out here. We have these guys coming out on the flanks. They are charging everybody in. Let's maybe shoot their archers for now. Let's maybe charge these guys in. And then yeah, we'll form up these guys. And I love to get my archers on the sides here if we can. Let's maybe form them up. I think they're going to kind of lock them down. So that will definitely be not good. Let's maybe see if we can get some shots in. But I definitely want to get behind these guys so we can get some shots on them. And we kind of locked down their archers, which is kind of nice. Let's charge these guys in. We might as well get them in the fight. We're going to have some point blank shots here. These poor men. Ooh, that does not feel good in the back. Definitely it does not feel good in the tushy. I'm surprised there's still flowers on the ground. You'd think they'd be wilted from the drought. Okay, we've routed their archers. And here comes our spearmen to help with the fight. I definitely want to limit the amount of guys that we lose. In fact, I might even just keep these guys in reserve here in case. I'd rather just use our own guys to fight. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think either, yeah, we're winning for sure. So we don't need to lose any of our own guys. Honestly, let's just get them back. Let's get them back to work. That's kind of nice, actually. We didn't lose any. Okay, that's perfect. Actually, this is, I think, a full unit of retinue here we gotta take out. But I think we should be just fine. A little bit interesting though. So we have 312 in treasury. If we're not careful, we are gonna lose a lot of money if we have to keep defending our town. So let's get rid of those guys. These guys we can just get back to work. That didn't cost us anything other than money in our treasury. And lots of dead bodies over here. So honestly, that is fine. I think, yeah, we're gonna get a little influence. We are gonna need to build a manor house sooner than later, I think. So honestly, if I kind of built that over here, that would be kind of nice location. Or maybe kind of tucked in over here might be kind of cool. Having it a little more central might be good as well. I don't know what I want to do. Like literally in here would be perfect, wouldn't it? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to demolish that house. And that house. Could even do that one, but I don't think I need to do that much. And then I'm just going to take that path and I'm going to put my manor house right in here. I think that'll be perfect. Yeah, we can go collect all that supplies. I think that shouldn't take too long. A couple of spears and shields to collect. And then I can build my manor house. Yeah, that's perfect. We have our tannery now. Let's get somebody on there. Come on, a couple more things to collect. I think I could probably get my manor house in here now. So let's just get this. Maybe just faced like this. Let's maybe unsnap it to the road. And I'm just going to put this literally... I mean, I want to make sure I have enough room for... I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, let's maybe put it maybe right there. And then I can put our garrison tower right here. And then I could probably build a little bit of a perimeter around here. Yeah, it might be a good idea to get some fences built up here. I don't want to do anything crazy. Oh, you can literally just build a fence anywhere you want? Like I could just build this right through here? I'm not gonna, but kind of nice to know that I can. Let's maybe just build that like that. And then I can take that kind of just to the edge. What do I want to do here? I don't want to get too close because then it'll kind of screw everything up here. And let's just connect to there. I think that's a decent little size. And obviously I'll need to get some pathing going in here. So let's maybe do that. Let's build that, and then I could build that. As far as our modules, I can move this in a tiny bit. And we can kind of move some of this stuff around. Kind of do that. Might even actually just delete. I don't know what I want to do. Let's maybe just do something like that. Let's clean this up a little bit. Over here is a little bit wonky, so let's just kind of clean that up. And then over here, it definitely looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's maybe clean this up a tiny bit. And now we can commit that whenever we get the resources. Actually, I think we're pretty close. Am I missing resources? I don't know what we're missing. I think for the most part we're good. Let's just build that up. All of that is ready to go. Let's just build our manor house and then we can kind of just get everything else ready to go. That'll actually look pretty good right in the middle of our town. Right outside of our marketplace. You can get up in the morning, come get an apple, maybe a carrot or two, maybe some wine and go back home. Let's upgrade a few of these houses. I don't want to use all of our timber, even though we just did, but I think we will be able to get quite a bit more. Let's get another logging camp. So if we can get this a little bit closer, we can maybe start taking out a lot of these trees. Let's maybe just put it right there. I think that's a good location. And then I can take this. I might even kind of just go around to there. And I'm just gonna take this straight back like that. Don't have to overcomplicate it. I think that's good, and we should be replanting a lot of trees in here, so that'll be amazing. But yeah, we can start working on that. We have 1,400 regional wealth, so that's amazing. We definitely need to start taxing our people. That'll come in handy for sure. And we have reached our full capacity for our little things here, so let's maybe get a couple more of these and snap them to the road. Get a few more. I think that'll be good. Let's just start with that. And we have started harvesting. Look at that. Let's maybe get another worker on there. Because not only do we need to harvest, yeah, look at that. We didn't even get all that harvested. Hardly got anything from that. Like, what is the point of a field if you're only getting one? Like, that's insane. I don't even think that's way worth our time. Honestly, it's kind of crazy. So they're already working on that. Yeah, we got 17 hides. Do we have... Yeah, we are making leather now. So now this gets a little bit more interesting. I think let's get a cobbler's workshop. And then this could be a tailor eventually. Yeah, let's actually start working on that. If we got a... Now, where is this? I think a livestock trading post. Right there. This is kind of bunched up. I guess I could probably just put this right on the outside there. Where on earth where I'd like... Let's get a pasture set up here. So I think a pasture maybe right outside of here might look kind of nice. We will need to get a sheep farm first. So let's maybe just get that right behind here. We could set up a little pasture in here maybe. Like I could maybe do something like this. I feel like that'd actually be kind of cool. Let's use up all the space we can. Let's kind of do something like that for a pasture. And then something absolutely crazy. Let's make this like an absolute farm in here. I feel like that'll work. We got lots of space for sheep. So that's perfect. And once this is built, we can start importing some sheep. And honestly, like, yeah, let's start getting that going. Because if we can get a bunch of sheep, we can start exporting them. And then obviously they just breed on their own. So that's kind of perfect. We could definitely start doing that. A lot of these can be upgraded now. And I bet you our manor house, yeah, it's getting a little bit closer. Still got to transport a little bit of things. Okay, we got another family that moved in. Where could we put them? Probably on our logging camp whenever that's done. How are we doing for tools? We got 14 of those. We are making them pretty quick. We got a bunch of spears, so that's perfect. I think we could even get another unit of spearmen. We got 7 available living space. 78% approval. I think we kind of just need ale at this point, right? Yeah, like clothing. We're going to get some clothing pretty soon. Church access level 2 and beverage we need. Then we can upgrade them to level 3. So yeah, it would be a good idea to get church access level 3. Let's see what we need. So we're going to need some stone. This is going to cost a lot of money. Actually, I thought, yeah, we got a clay here. So let's get that going. Where is that? Let's get a mining pit for that. Then we can literally just connect that there. Might as well get that going. Now let's get another worker on our mining pit. Yeah, we're doing pretty good with our small game. I feel like we actually have pretty good food. Siobhan from our goats. 23 carrots. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We got 25 months of fuel, so we're definitely fine for that. And I feel like it'll be a good idea to chop down, or not chop those down. Let's replant some of these trees. Kind of just in this area. Then yeah, we can really just focus on all of these. Start replanting those. Okay, our manor house is finally done. So let's start taxing. Let's just do a 10% land tax. That will lower our approval rating, but I think it's going to be necessary. Like 10% of that, that's actually a pretty good amount of money a month right there. So that'll build up our treasury pretty quickly. As far as this, we are just missing planks. So I guess we could do that. Actually, how many do I need? I need 56. So that's actually, we need to increase our limit here. Let's just increase it to like 60, just to make sure we have enough. Maybe 65, why not? Let's increase that a little bit, just so we can get them back to work. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we have a retinue unit, so that's amazing. And as we start increasing our treasury, we will be able to upgrade that via this recruitment at arms. So that costs 50 per man. They are very expensive, but they are very strong as well. They're not retinue for nothing. We have another family that we could put on something. Okay, now I think we have enough. Yeah, let's commit that. That'll take quite a bit of time to do all that. And our livestock trading post is done. Let's import some sheep. Let's maybe import 10 sheep. And then if we imported maybe 10 lambs, I feel like that would be a good start. That'd be quite expensive. That's 300 just in sheep. So I think that'll, yeah, it'll be about 600, but I think that'll be worth it. Honestly, lambs are a little bit cheaper. Let's get like 15 of those. If we could start out with 25 sheep, I feel like that'd be pretty amazing, to be honest. Let's go ahead and do that. And then this will need to be built up, so we will have a place to put them. So let's make sure we get that going. In fact, let's actually set that to high or very high and this highest. I feel like that'll be good. And then this is almost done as well. Yeah, we definitely got a couple things to be built. Could we get, I think we might as well, you know, like get some apples here. Vegetable gardens on all these. Might as well do that. Okay, that's perfect. And I actually missed all these. Get some more goats over there. And this is still not done. We might as well just get this set up. We can add a tailor there. And then once we start getting some wool, I think that'll happen pretty soon. We can get somebody on our sheep farm. But let's free up somebody. Let's maybe free up some people here. And honestly, we could probably free up these people. And then get another one on our woodcutter's lodge. That's probably good. As far as our water, I think we're still doing pretty good. Yeah, we're kind of struggling. Honestly, I could probably get another one somewhere. I don't know where you're going to put it because everything's built super tight. I could just put it right next to it, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's maybe wait till the spring because I can't really see. Honestly, I could probably put it like right there. That's actually not bad. Right on the other side of town. Let's build that up. That probably makes sense. And then if we have a fire, we got lots of little water nodes everywhere, so that's perfect. And honestly, we'll probably need a couple more houses soon here. Let's upgrade a few of these. I think this is probably done. No, it's not. Let's get that set up. And yeah, our farm, we got 3 people on there, so let's take them off of there. And then we can kind of get stuff built up a little bit quicker. Might as well have 4 available families for building all that. And delivering some stuff. I think that should go pretty quickly. Here comes our raiders. So let's get these guys out. Ready to fight. And I don't know where they're coming from. Let's check this quick. Do we know where they're coming from? Coming from here. Okay, so that's actually interesting. That's quite far away, so we'll get set up on the north side of our town. Maybe just right there. And then we should have some success. I think, how many guys are they sending? 3? Only 3 units. Okay, it's usually 4. Interesting. I'm fine with that, I guess. Oh, actually, they might end up going. Yeah, they are going to go for these guys. I might have to run these guys over. Just so I get the influence for that, because I definitely need it. Let's run down the hill here. Actually, let's set up our guys. Just so they come at us. Okay, they are coming around. Let's charge them. Now let's take these guys out first. think those other guys are definitely off in the distance. Oh, sorry about that. And where are these guys going? They're just charging in now, so we might as well just take this unit out. Let's get nice close and personal here. Looks absolutely epic. Okay, that's perfect. Now we can charge these guys. See, we're getting the influence for it, so that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. And they actually killed a little bit of their guys, but I think their poor retinue unit. Yeah, look at that. Their retinue guys are dead. They killed all of them. That's so sad. I'd love to pick up those swords. This looks like some fine craftsmanship. Okay, let's take these guys out as quickly as we can. Let's clean them up. And then let's charge these guys. Let's watch this whole fight. Charge, men. Man, they really wait till the last second to put up their spears. Don't need to use up any unnecessary energy, I guess. That's probably what I would do, let's be honest. These guys are going somewhere. There must be a couple of guys back there, but here's our dog, look at him. He's helping out as well. He's learning a new running technique. Yeah, there we go. We took those guys out. So that is all of the bandits, I think. I don't think there's any other ones. So let's get these guys back to our town. Okay, here they come. They are ready to go back to work. So let's just disband them right now. And I think, yeah, we're in March. See, this is like not even worth it. This one's decent, but like you're telling me I'm getting one rye from that field? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So we may have to outsource here. I think we're doing pretty good for food. Honestly, I don't even think it's worth getting people on our farmhouse for that. I mean, it kind of looks nice, but that's about it. So let's definitely build that up. I think, did we get somebody on our sheep farm yet? Look at that, we even started getting a little bit of wool, so that's perfect. Other thing we'll need is a weaver's workshop. So this we could probably get. Oh, where the heck do I want to build this? Not a whole lot of room in here. Might as well just get that right there. I feel like that'd be a good spot. And then we can start making some clothes. We already have our tailor set up, so this is where you can make clothes. So yarn is what we're going to be making, so that's what we want from our woolen clothes and our linen clothes. Obviously we won't have any linen from flax because we can't even get any barley. So if we can't get barley, can't get flax. We could also, yeah, we can't get gambesons, so let's just focus on those. And I think that's pretty good. They're almost done that, which is amazing. Now they're just throwing up this giant tower. I think everything else is doing pretty good. Like, look at these. They're all already year 3 trees. So that's amazing. Can't wait for those bandits to attack us again. I definitely need the influence and money from all that. We already have so much in our treasury. We're actually doing quite well. I'm quite happy with the way things are going here. We got 18 timber. I could probably upgrade a couple of these houses. Might as well do that. Wild animals have migrated. Okay, they've gone a little bit back. So I think we've probably started chopping down some trees over here, which is not good. So honestly, I might just kind of go like this instead. And then we can chop these trees down. And we can also get a few workers on here. I think these guys should probably chop these trees down, but yeah, they've already started chopping them down. I don't want these guys to migrate too far, because obviously that'll only hinder us. I could probably even move it back a little bit further there. Might as well do that. Hunting camp is already set up. Let's get our doggo. We also have our well here, so we could upgrade that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get somebody on our weaver's workshop whenever that gets built. Look at all the little sheeps we have already. We're spending a lot of money on them, but I think it is going to be worth it. Might as well get as many as we can. Like, honestly, when you only have 10 sheep, they don't repopulate that fast. So you might as well get like 30 of them, and then they'll kind of start paying for themselves once you get it up that high. Oh my gosh, we have so much charcoal. Probably get a little, like, let's get free up a couple of families there. Let's maybe get a little bit more timber. Okay, that's good. How are we doing for weapons? I feel like we have plenty of those. Just missing some recruits. So honestly, we have 5 available living space. I could... Honestly, these fields are completely useless. 14. We are getting a little bit of bread. So I guess we might as well do something with it. A little bit of bread is better than nothing. Let's just get these here. And build up a couple of those right around our church. I think that'll be just fine. Okay, we have a decent amount of money in our treasury, so we could probably upgrade our retinue unit now. Let's see how many we can get before we run out of money. Or at least not run out of money, but at least have money for mercenaries if we need. Honestly, that's probably decent. 463. We're going to get more as time goes on as well. So I think that's absolutely perfect. Let's click resume. How many little sheeps do we have? We have 6 so far, it looks like. And probably more coming. It kind of sucks that I put this way over here, but I guess that's fine. They still managed to find their way over here. I really need to focus on getting all of this replanted. So I don't know if they've kind of worked on that or what's going on with this. Let's zoom in, maybe see if we can... Yeah, there's definitely growth. I think they must have planted some trees. What about over here? Yeah, there must be as well. So we'll kind of just wait for a little bit of time to pass, I guess. And that should probably take care of itself. As far as everything else, tools are going pretty good. We have iron ore coming in. Pelts, wool. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good, actually. We got lots of spears. I think this playthrough, I want to make sure I have tons of spears in reserve, because I'm probably going to lose quite a bit of men if they keep attacking me, obviously. So I got to be careful for that. We could get a deep mine, but honestly, they're doing pretty good with the surface deposits. So I'm just going to let them continue on with that. You know, honestly, I've kind of thought about this. If I were to build in another region, this one definitely, it's actually decent. It's got rich mushrooms, rich iron, fish way over here. That is kind of what sucks. Everything's kind of far away from each other. But it's actually decent. Like if I build over here, that's semi, like it's pretty close, honestly. Or I could build over here. And we have rich salt and rich stone, which would be amazing for building a castle or for selling stone. Honestly, we could do really anything with that. Look at this little valley in here. It's actually really cool. You kind of wind up the mountain range here. I don't know why it's reminding me of Braveheart. It's very highland. It's very cool. I definitely like it. We'll think about that a little bit longer if we were to start a build. Yeah, I'll kind of think on that. But let's expand our town a little bit more. We only have 4 available living space, so I think we could probably benefit from a little bit more houses. So honestly, let's maybe just kind of... I could take this on a little bit further. Maybe kind of like that. And maybe even wrap it all the way around to here-ish. Let's see what that would look like. Let's just take that all the way to there. And then I could get some houses throughout here, maybe some bigger plots even, but I think what I'd like to do is let's just take... How did that look? If I kind of just split that up, I could get one burgage plot in here. Take it all the way up, and I think that would actually be pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty nice big plots, and I think I'll probably even do the same thing over here. Let's see if I can get that in there. 2 plots, or I could have 4. What do we want to do? Maybe face it that way. That's actually not bad. Not super ideal. Let's maybe do 2 bigger ones. We're getting to the point where we probably have enough available living space. I just want bigger plots for vegetable gardens and all that good stuff. Okay, we actually have quite a bit of money now. So I think what I might want to do is start working on building up this church. So I think we even had... Is this done yet? Mining pit. Let's get 2 workers on there. And then I can get a clay furnace. We could definitely get one of those somewhere. I could probably put it... Oh gosh, not a whole lot of space available around here. I could probably get rid of one of these fields, honestly. Yeah, let's maybe do that. Let's get rid of this one. Actually, like, what am I getting? Like 14? We're not even getting much for that. Let's get rid of these. I'd rather have the extra space for our town. And then I might actually move these over somewhere else. I mean, really anywhere will do. And then I could build some more houses over here. So let's maybe take a path. I could probably go maybe even straight like this, connect to that. And that kind of opens this up a little bit more. Let's just take a path literally right to there. And then I could get some houses on either side of that. I think that would probably work. But as far as our clay furnace, I could probably get that somewhere. Maybe even just around here. Let's kind of just put this right on the edge there. And then have this road leading right to our clay furnace. And then we can get some houses over here. Let's go ahead and plop down some. I mean, obviously I have this path kind of going this way. I could probably continue it on. Make sure it's nice and straight. Let's continue this on and go right to there. And then I could even go kind of around here and just kind of close that off. I think that would probably work out. Let's see how that would look. So I can get a bunch of houses going that way. I could do that, which I actually kind of like. Let's go ahead and do that. And then in here, it'd be a little bit more interesting. Let's maybe start... Yeah, I could probably just get a few houses in here. Let's just do something like that. That'll keep that tree in the backyard. That is just fine. I think that's a nice little expansion. Yeah, I definitely don't need these fields. How are we doing with all of this? We'll probably get maybe another ox. Let's build that stuff up. You know what I might want to do in here? I feel like I could probably get an outer tower. Obviously, I'll need more timber for this. But I'd love to get an outer tower over here. Let's see if I can maybe move these in a little bit. And then see if I can fit one literally right there. Let's see how that would work. And then I can kind of drag this out a little bit. I actually really like that, to be honest. I'll need a little bit more timber. But I think that would probably work. Let's maybe put it like that. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I actually like that. Let's wait till we get more timber and then we can complete that. I could also get one over here. But honestly, I think that's probably fine. Yeah, let's start working on our church. So we're going to get some clay roof tiles. We need some stone and some mortar. That I will just have to import. So obviously it's going to cost quite a bit. We go to our mortar. That is a minor trade. I think we only needed 10 of that. So let's get 10 mortar, but dressed stone, that's going to be very expensive. So let's import some of that. And we need 20. And then we can upgrade our church. I think that'll be great. And as far as upgrading all of this, yeah, we need beverage. We need our church access level 2, so that'll help. Clothing, that'll definitely help as well. How are we doing? So we need somebody in our weaver's workshop probably. Let's free up this worker maybe to build. We got a couple communal ovens coming up here. And you know what? I think we could probably even benefit from another well. I could probably put one over here just in case there's any fires over here. Let's go ahead and do that. But we have lots of stuff to build here, so let's maybe focus on that. Let's set these to highest priority. I think there's another one. So they're actually currently building this right now. Let's order another ox and upgrade that. That'll probably be in our best interest. And we got some heavy rain coming down. I think I might wait until I have... Okay, I just got it actually. So that's perfect. We could probably start another build. It's only July. But let's really focus on what we want to do. This one we'd have to actually take this region to build. But I do love the idea of having that rich stone deposit. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be really good for money. Over here we kind of have everything spread out. Rich iron deposit, which is also good. I'd love to build like on top of here or something. I wish there was like a region like kind of cut out like this and then I could build throughout the mountain range. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. But I guess you just have to order or buy everything. Take all the land. If I gotta build over here, Yeah, I definitely could have a little build. Let's maybe do that. Let's get a settlers camp over here. Obviously, I want to build probably close to the water, but semi-close to the trees. Yeah, this is really all I have. I'll have to kind of cut a lot of these trees down. Let's just start right there. Let's confirm that. And then we can start with a couple of things. Let's just start with our wood. That could probably just go kind of near the main path there. Now let's get our fishing going. We definitely want to get that going sooner than later, before it is winter. Let's maybe just get this. Probably even build it kind of on an angle like that. That's probably just fine. And then our forager hut, I want to get that as well before all of these start shrinking. So honestly, this runs right through here. I'm just going to get this right off of here. I think that's perfect. And then as far as everything else, we're going to need a granary, a storehouse, all that good stuff. So I could probably take a path. Maybe right off of here. Let's just take that straight to there. And then I could probably take this right out to our main area here. And we'll kind of have to get a path going all the way over here, just for this. So let's maybe take it this way. And then if I can get a granary and storehouse in here, that would be kind of nice. Let's see if we can get a little area done up for that. So I think a granary would probably look good right there. Storehouse could probably go... I mean, I don't know. I guess let's maybe put this a little bit closer over here. Let's put our granary just kind of tucked in like that. And then our storehouse could probably go somewhere similar to that. We're going to need a little bit more timber before that happens. So let's build up a couple of things. We got our logging camp coming up. Let's set that to highest priority. And you know what? It is kind of nice that we have a rich iron deposit. That will definitely come in handy. And then as far as our hitching post, I could probably move that. And maybe even get another one. Okay, let's get 2 workers on there. They can chop down any tree they'd like. Let's get our granary going here. And yeah, we need to get a little bit more timber before anything crazy happens. Let's maybe just take... maybe, yeah, we could probably limit this a little bit. Let's build this out a tiny bit. Then I could just take this path and go straight to there. And then we can get our storehouse in here probably. That should be just fine. And you know what, I might as well just reconnect this with that main path there. And actually, I think I want to just eliminate that, and then all of this could be our little market area. I feel like that looked pretty good in our other place. So I think I could probably redo that this time around. Except I can't get very many in there. That's kind of interesting. I mean, it's definitely fine. Let's just continue on. I could probably figure out a new little area. Let's just kind of take this. And I can carve that out for our little market. I think that would be a little bit better, maybe. Let's maybe go this way, and then I can connect up like that. That should be better. Okay, I like that. We're gonna go collect all that supplies, and we need to get somebody on our storehouse to collect all this as well. Okay, that's perfect. How is this doing? This is actually ready to go, so let's get them collecting that. But let's just make sure we get all the supplies first. Okay, there we go. It's all been delivered. That is awesome. So let's free up a family there. Our granary, I think we'll keep on there. And this is also ready to go, so let's get them fishing. Let's maybe free up one worker there. We'll probably need to buy another box. And we'll need a well. Let's get one of those. Let's probably put that right there is probably just fine. What else do we want to get? Let's probably get... some stone deposit. Let's maybe work on our saw pit and all that stuff right away. And our woodworking, we could probably get that set up. I think that would be pretty good. Yeah, let's work on getting rid of our homeless people's tents. I could probably take this up here and then maybe kind of just down by the trees there. Then I could get some houses right along here. That'd actually be pretty ideal. We got about 9 timber. I could probably wait a little bit longer, just so we get a little bit more. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. We have our own means of making weapons, so that's absolutely perfect. Let's get somebody on our saw pit. Actually, no, let's build some houses first. Let's probably focus on building some houses. So let's get some right in here. Let's maybe go like that, and then all the way up. We can actually, that's pretty ideal, honestly. But we're gonna need a lot more timber. Let's curb that for a little bit. We got some raiders coming in. So let's see where they are. They're coming from over here, right behind the rock. Who knows where they could go? Let's just get our guys out right away here. And then we can get ready to fight. Let's form everybody up here. Let's just get everybody walking. That's probably just fine. Form the line, men. And then let's progress up the hill here. They are going for this town, so let's actually get them nice and safe here. If we could have the fight as far away from them as possible, I think that'd be pretty ideal. So there we go. We should be able to defend them, and yes, they are coming in to burn this town to the ground. So let's get them set up here. Let's maybe move over at least one more here. Yeah, here they come. Let's maybe progress up a tiny bit. Let's go shield wall. And here they come. They are already attacking. I could press forward on these guys. Let me move up a tiny bit there. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's maybe press forward while they don't have all of their guys. Let's take advantage of this. Let's maybe go off shield wall here. Let's push in, attack these guys before that unit comes in. We only have 2 units to deal with right now, so make sure we take them out. Yeah, this is pretty ideal. Hopefully we don't lose too many guys here. They got some fearsome brigands. They got nothing to lose. They got no moral compass. And they're just out to pillage and plunder, so gotta be a little bit careful with these guys. They play dirty. They fight dirty. They aim for the groin. Yeah, let's get these guys in here. These guys are already routing, I think. Our little doggo is kind of helping out. And we are getting flanked here. Yeah, that's perfect timing. We can attack them now. Let's get them off of shield wall. And let's just do full force attack on these guys. I feel like we did pretty good here today. Little doggo in the background. I wish you could see him fight. Or if you can get some like warhounds, that'd be pretty cool actually. Yeah, we are doing just fine. Did we lose? I don't even think we lost anybody. That's kind of crazy actually. So that gives us 2.4 thousand influence. So that's actually lovely. If we'd like to take another region, we probably could. But I think in the meantime, let's get these guys back. Back to our happy music. Love to see it. We've collected quite a bit of mushrooms already, so that's kind of nice. Is this literally the same region? I think it is. Except we don't have a pond over here. But we have rich wild animals instead, which I don't know why they are not hunting. Let's maybe get a path. Perhaps that is the reason. Oh, pantry's full. Okay, we need to get another worker maybe on our pantry. Where is our granary? Yeah, that's actually at full capacity. So let's free up one worker. We can get another worker on our granary. And even a couple more would be nice, honestly. Let's free up a couple here. We can get one more on our granary, one more on our storehouse, and that'll actually probably make people a little bit happier. How are we doing? So we got our dress stone, our mortar. I think we can even upgrade this. We have our clay furnace somewhere right here. So let's go ahead and get somebody on there. Maybe even a couple of workers. I think we should have some clay so we can make some roof tiles. Then we can upgrade our church. I think that should be perfect. And you know what? We should be making clothes. Oh, we got 53 shoes. Let's start selling those. I think it's right in here. So sell our shoes. We could probably keep a little bit around. Let's just keep like 5. And it is a major trade, so let's go ahead and get that. Okay, perfect. Honestly, we probably could get another tailor, couldn't we? Are they making stuff? At our Weaver's Workshop, they are making yarn. So that is awesome. We need a way of making ale. So yeah, we are making quite a bit of money. Let's go ahead and import some barley. It's just a minor trade. Let's keep like 15 around. Import some barley. I think that'll be pretty good. Let's get these guys back to work. And then actually if we exported ale, let's export some ale. Let's get a trade row for that, and then we can start making some money for that. Let's keep like 30 of that at all times. Then we can export some of that. So I think that should be pretty good. And then if we got a malt house, I think we might have got one. Actually, maybe not. I don't think we did get one. Honestly, this is hardly doing anything. I could probably keep these 3 fields, but I think I'd like to expand over here. We'll kind of see. I also need some more room for our malt house. I'm just going to get rid of these fields, let's be honest. Let's get rid of those. We can keep these ones for now. But we will need a malt house. So let's get one of those built up. We could probably put it right in here. I don't want to get rid of any trees. There we go. I think that should be perfect. And then we will also need a brewery while we're at it. So I could probably get a brewery right here. And then I think it even keeps the animals in there. Yeah, we are in September. We need to get some wood cutting going on here for this town. How are we doing? Actually pretty good. We got lots of food. We do not have any fuel though. Should have quite a bit of timber. Let's go ahead and get these houses built, because that's going to cause some issues if we do not. I think I'll face it this way. I actually like that. Let's get all those built up. Our granary, our storehouse. And we should have 2 oxen. Yes, we do. So that is absolutely lovely. Who else could we free up? So I think all of our mushrooms are pretty much gone. What about the fish? I think our fish are doing pretty good. 80. Yeah, we're already at capacity, so let's free up that worker. And then we can get them cutting some trees down. And then I'd love it to even get some planks. But yeah, let's start working on those houses. We got both of our oxen working on all those. Let's actually set all of these to higher priority. Or at least just 5 of them. Okay, how are we doing over here? Yes, I could probably expand this a little bit, couldn't I? I could get some houses along here. Let's maybe take this and kind of wrap it around that way maybe. And I could probably even take this all the way to there. Could get some houses over here even. Let's maybe do that. I could probably just go right off of here. Get some houses there. And then along here I could probably get some as well. Let's maybe take this straight up. And maybe kind of just do that for now. And then we can get some houses right in here. I could probably do that, or I could do that. Let's maybe limit that a little bit, and then over here I can get a few houses. So let's get some in here. Let's go like that, and I think that should be perfect. Get a couple more houses. So over here we could probably do like some vegetable gardens. They're fairly large plots, so I think we could get away with that. And then over here I'd love to get some more animal pens. Let's go ahead and do that. A lot of these are already built up, so that's perfect. Okay, as far as our malt house, I think we can upgrade that. So let's upgrade our church. I don't think we... Let's just keep 1 worker on there now. We're still working on our malt house, so let's get that built up. And then we can start producing some ale. We already have our tavern ready to go. So that's kind of perfect. Got a brewery. We already have our barley, so that's kind of perfect as well. Okay, we do have an upgrade over here. So yeah, we pretty much have the same resources. I think if we could double this capacity as well, I think that'd be pretty good. So we got our hunting hound. That will increase the capacity, but we do not have a hunter. So honestly, that wouldn't be super ideal. I think if we could, efficient hunting camps, no, that wouldn't really help us. Honestly, even though I don't have a hunting camp, I think this is probably still the best one we can get. We have increased export price on minor trades. The only thing is we won't have the hunting hound, but honestly, I am fine with that. That will double the capacity of that, so that's absolutely perfect. And maybe even... No, this is just a fishing pond, so I don't think that would do anything with that. We actually had... Wait, Lugstat? Where are we? Let's see. Yeah, I thought so. We didn't have anybody move in. Our other region has lots, though. We have our houses, which is nice. So that will keep people a little bit happier. Let's see what else they need. Church access. They could probably need... They got water access. How much food do we have? We should have quite a bit of food. Got a decent amount of fuel, so we're actually doing pretty good. What's next on our list to build? I could probably get somebody in our storehouse. Well, let's maybe get somebody on our saw pit for now. And then we can start doing that. Woodcutter's lodge, so we're still doing that. And I think we're out of berries here, so let's free up that worker. And then we can maybe get them somewhere else. Where do we want to get them? I could probably get a trading post, honestly. Let's maybe get a trading post. That could probably just go... I mean, right here would be kind of perfect for that. Let's maybe move our hitching posts. Anywhere else, basically. Let's just put them over here. Still pretty close to all of this stuff. But that frees up a little bit of space for our trading posts, so that's kind of what we want. And then we can start selling some stuff. Let's maybe get a charcoal kiln. We could have these maybe kind of over here. Not enough goods. We'll wait till we get a little bit more timber. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good over here. Our people have their houses. Lots of room for people to move in. So that should be excellent. Now I basically just need people to move in over here. We can upgrade these. I think, we should have a little bit of planks. Let's just wait till we get a little bit more planks, honestly. Let's wait till we get like 30 and then we can maybe get a church. That'd be a good idea. Okay, we got that ready to go. Let's maybe upgrade that as well. Get that ready for expansion. We are in November. So yeah, we should have quite a bit of firewood for them, so that's good. How are we doing with our tree planting here? I think they're pretty much chopping them down as they're coming in. Let's maybe get some orchards since these are such big plots. And I don't know what I was thinking with these. I should have made this just 2 plots, but I think that's fine. We'll get a little bit of vegetables from that. Should be just fine. And then over here, we have lots of plots available. I guess we could prepare these. Might as well do that. And all of these are almost ready to go. I think that should be fine. Let's get some workers. Let's maybe max these out. Just to make sure we have lots. Honestly, we probably even need another granary soon. But we are doing it just fine with our food. Let's maybe get another worker on our charcoal kiln. And actually, maybe our firewood. We only have 2 workers on there. Let's maybe get one more on that. And they can chop some firewood. I think that should be just fine. Over here, I can upgrade this well. And our clay furnace, I need somebody to be in our malt house. That's going to be pretty important. Let's set a little fuel stockpile for them. But yeah, we are upgrading our church, which is nice. Let's maybe just free them up. Okay, that's kind of perfect. We still have a decent amount of tools. And we're making lots of weapons. I could probably start making some helmets, honestly. Let's maybe do that. Let's get an armorer's workshop, and then I can make some helmets. Let's set that to highest priority. And what's nice is they actually still keep the goats. So they'll still do that, and then they're a brewer as well. That's kind of the best of both worlds. Yeah, we are officially in winter. Our armorer's workshop is ready to go. Let's make some helmets. You can also make some chainmail, some plate armor. So lots of cool stuff. This is for your retinue unit for upgrading them. This is just for your actual guys. So eventually we'll be able to... I guess we don't have any level 3 houses, so I guess we can't right now. Yeah, we gotta build up all these houses. Do we have anybody available? I actually don't think we do. Let's maybe free up one worker there. Yeah, we still have one on here. Let's maybe free... We could have one on each, I guess. Let's just do that. Let's keep 2 available for working because we got lots of stuff to do. And then, yeah, these fields didn't even get harvested. I didn't even focus on them. Honestly, it would be kind of nice to just free up a lot of space. They're completely useless. For whatever reason, they're not getting very much. And then our farmhouse we can also demolish. We can demolish that. And that frees up a lot more space, to be honest. So we can use the space for pasture space. We could put a couple other things in here. We have this hitching post. Maybe upgrade that. And let's order another ox. I think that'll be just fine. And then our malt house, if we wanted to, we could get it a little bit closer to town. Let's see. Do we have any ale? We do. So now it looks like we can get somebody on our tavern. Let's maybe get 2 workers on there. And then we could start selling ale. And then we'll need some clothing. And then we could probably upgrade our house. That'd be kind of nice. We have 103 pelts. It would be nice to get another worker maybe on that to sell some more stuff. But yeah, that'll come in due time. Let's check back over here in Lugstat. This giant region. How are we doing over here? So we have quite a bit of workers available actually. We filled up all of these houses. So let's get 1 on our storehouse. 1 on our trading post would be nice. Let's maybe start making some charcoal and then we can sell some of that. Let's export some of this. And yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and buy that. Let's set this to like 30. We don't need a whole lot here. So that's perfect. We can sell our charcoal. And then hopefully we'll be able to get a horse with that. Yeah, we need a worker on that, so let's go and do that. And then, who else could we get here? We got 6 months of fuel. We are still, yeah, we got lots of planks. Let's maybe free up that family, to be honest. And then, what else could we do? I think what I might want to do actually now is get a stone gathering camp. So let's see if we can get lucky here. Where's our, oh gosh, this is as far away as possible. Okay, let's just kind of get this over here. The world's steepest hill. Like, I don't even know how you get down here. I may have to, let's be nice to our workers here. Let's create a nice squiggly line. Just so they can kind of get down to this main path. And then as far as getting way over here, like, how do you even... That could not be further away. Okay, let's just take this all the way through here. Then eventually we'll get somebody on there anyway. We can do that. And then I suppose we could probably just go around this. All the way back to our main town. That's so far. That's ridiculous. Honestly, let's just set that to highest priority just so we get it done. It's going to take forever for them to do that, but we're almost in spring, which is nice. Our mushrooms are going to come back in full force. Yeah, look at that. They're already growing. So honestly, we could probably get somebody on there now. Let's get somebody harvesting that. We have a decent amount of timber. Let's get some more houses here. So we kind of have this set up. Let's just go... What do I want to do? I could probably get some houses on this side. Get some nice big plots. Let's maybe do like that is probably good. And then I could get some over here as well. Let's maybe do something like that. I could probably even go right to there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Build up a couple more houses. That should be lovely. And yeah, we're gonna run out of stone pretty quick, so we can make sure we start harvesting some of that. Okay, that's awesome. Should be doing just fine over here. Let's have another battle. So if we're gonna take another region, I think I talked about building in this one, so I think let's get some guys over here. So let's see what we have for mercenaries. We'll probably hire these guys. I could probably even use some of our own guys. Let's just get these mercenaries over here. I could probably use our own if we wanted to. Where are they coming from? Right here. So that's actually kind of nice, isn't it? I don't want to send too many guys over. Let's just send like 2. If I send all of them over, they're going to send more units at us as well. So let's be a little bit careful with this. Once they come out, I could probably send some more guys over, but I think for right now, let's just limit it a little bit. So let's take this region, Pulling with influence. Now we only have 410 left. And our battlefield is right here. See, look at that. They send 3. Oh my gosh, okay. Never mind. I'll have to send all of these guys out anyway. Let's maybe back these guys out. And of course the battle has started already. We are in the range. So let's go to the back of this. Like how many units do they have here? 3, 6, 8, 10 units. Okay, that's insane. Oh my gosh, what happened to those mercenaries? I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those mercenaries, that really sucks. Okay, I might have to run these guys over. And we are out of the battlefield already. Let's go right here. Oh my gosh, okay, that's just not even fair. Can I pay them money? Okay, let's get these guys set up and let's get them behind there. We are just gonna have to hold the line. So let's get set up here. Here they come. They have archers, like they completely outnumber us here. So we gotta get our guys over here as quickly as we can. And of course they're gonna be tired once they get over here. Let's run them over. Okay, honestly, we should attack. Let's attack their archers. Attack, attack, attack. I think I'm going to keep them on shield wall. And then we can progress to attack them. And then we have these archers over here. I could probably start taking them out. I don't want to get flanked here. Yeah, I don't know where these guys are going. If we could kind of chip away at them, that would be kind of nice. Let's take away their archers first. Do they have any crossbowmen? Light mercenary archers. Let's just kind of send all of them. And then we can take these guys out. Let's maybe send a couple of units around. Maybe just over here. See, they're already attacking us here. Honestly, I may have to break off a unit and attack their archers. Oh gosh, they're gonna melt us. Yeah, they're gonna absolutely melt us here. Run over here, man. Let's at least keep their archers busy. Come on, let's get these guys over here. Oh, this is not good. If we could at least keep their archers busy, that might be pretty ideal. Well, let's push forward on these guys. Oh, they're melting them. You're sure we don't have any other mercenaries? That really sucks, to be honest. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Can you do something? Okay, let's take out these guys. They have more guys over here. Did they send even more units? That's kind of insane. Yeah, hey, have these guys coming in. Okay, yeah, this is not looking good for us. Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna save my guys and I'm gonna run away. They can have this region. I don't care. There's no way I'm winning this. So yeah, we need to get out of here as quickly as we can. So let's attack these guys. Let's keep kind of hold them down at least. Pathing is a little bit off. Oh my gosh, we're losing so many guys. Let's get these guys back to our region. They can have it. It's all theirs. Let's just speed this up. Run away, men. Back. Fall back. Oh, that sucks. Like, what, since when did they send 10 units to defend a region? Like, what? Okay, well, that wasted our influence. Battle lost. That's a little bit unfortunate. And of course they're attacking us now. Are you kidding me? Of course they're attacking us. We do have the resources. So let's get these guys back. Oh my gosh, this is not good. This is not good. We don't have any mercenaries. Oh wow, this could be interesting. So let's get those guys back to work. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. We're halfway through April. We don't have any mercenaries to defend us. This could be quite interesting. And depending how many guys they send at us too, I don't know. Oh gosh, okay. So they are working on that. And all that stuff. Let's quickly see what we need over here. So we got... yeah, we're kind of building some houses. I'm just kind of scrambled right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're gonna get attacked here pretty soon. We don't have enough people over here. Yeah, I don't know. We definitely need some more recruits here. So honestly, I might take our tax off for a second. And let's see if we can just get some approver rating up. See if we can get some people available. And see if that kind of helps. Okay, that's as good as we can do. So let's just hope for the best. Hope we can get some mercenaries in time. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, let's see. Where's our battlefield? So our battlefield is over here. They haven't sent anybody over here yet, so that might actually give us a little bit extra time to build up our army. Or maybe even wait till May to get some mercenaries. That might kind of save us. We're basically relying on our mercenaries at this point. Okay, new mercenaries available. Let's see. We have enough money to pay them multiple times. Wait, what? Where's our mercenaries? What are they sending? Oh my gosh, so we got 3 units there. Is that it? Tell me that's it. If that's it, we could defeat them. Actually, I don't even know. We got 60 guys here. Yeah, I get like 90. That'd be a close battle. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, it said we have mercenaries, but we do not. Yikes. Okay. I guess we'll just wait a tiny bit longer.
Don't be shy, good
Are we done this? I guess it'd be kind of mean to send people over here to collect that before a battle comes this way. Let's get somebody on there. Getting some fish. And we'll kind of just do our best here. Can we get a church? Yes, we can. So let's get our church maybe right off of there. Keep it nice and simple. That'll increase our approval rating. And I'd love to start getting some soldiers over here. So if we can, let's maybe start mining. Let's be a little bit proactive here. Let's get that going. And then let's get a bloomery before we run out of money. We could probably have that right there. Build everything as tight as we can. And then once we upgrade some of these houses, oh, we need meats. Okay, fish we should have. And then we'll be able to upgrade these and then start making some weapons. Oh man, this is tight. Okay, so they're getting a little bit closer to the battlefield. I will have to progress. I think I have no choice but to push my army up here. So let's form up on the edge of town here. Let's just get these guys walking. Oh, what are we doing? Let's get them walking. Some of them are on shield wall. Okay, let's get set up here. Yeah, they are gonna win if we're not careful, so let's get into the circle here. Oh my gosh, what? They're gonna burn our town now? They're not. That's not how this goes. Of course they just like be completely ruthless in this playthrough. Like they sent 10 units at us to defend a region. I can't get any mercenaries. And now they're gonna try and burn our entire town on the ground that we just built. How lovely. Okay, so we got a worker on there. we gotta just kind of do our best here, I guess. Let's just at least get in the circle. I think honestly right there is fine. Let's form up all of our soldiers. And they're gonna kind of, like, at least they only sent 3 units out here. So that's kind of in our favor. Let's get set up along here. And let's just hope for the best. That's all we can really do. Let's get them on shield wall. Let's get all these guys here. Let's get them on shield wall as well. And honestly, we should attack these guys while they're kind of busy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get these guys around the backs to flank them. Yeah, we definitely need to get these guys fighting. If we could take out this region before they come. Or this unit, sorry. Let's just do our best. That's all we can really hope for. Okay, we definitely outnumber them here. So I think we should be able to do some good work. But they got like full armor. And here comes that unit. Might have to break off and attack them. Oh, this is not good. Do we have any mercenaries to save us? Nothing. This could be our downfall, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't win this battle, we're gonna lose our main town. And then that's pretty much it for us. Oh man, this is not good. So how are we doing? We're losing a lot of men there. We're pretty strong over here still. Okay, there we go. I might even take our retinue unit off to the side. Oh, wait. No, they're trying to get us to drop our claims. I do not want to do that. Let's get these guys off to the side and then we could at least flank them. That would be nice. Oh man, this is way too close. Our retinue unit really has to help us out here. They should be stronger than their militia, but I mean, they're kind of outnumbered, so. This is way too close. They're definitely too strong for us still. And a lot of these retinue guys are at the back, so that's not helping us either. Oh man, this is absolutely crazy. What are our numbers looking like? Honestly, pretty decent. I feel like we're fairly close. We lost a lot here. As long as our guys don't break. And actually, they're breaking here. Wait. Is there a way we can come back from this? I feel like we're doing pretty... Yes! We broke them. Let's push forward on these guys. I think just our retinue unit alone could take those guys out, so that's kind of nice. Oh my gosh, there's no way we won this battle. Peace declared. There's no way. Okay, we managed to live another day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how we managed. They only sent 3 units somehow. Usually they send like 5 or 10. So, I mean, somehow we managed to make that work. But this is the only man left in this unit here. I don't know why I keep calling them regions, but let's get these guys back quickly as we can. And let's just do some rebuilding as quickly as we can. We need some weapons over here. And yeah, we're building quite a bit of houses here, which is nice. We need to get these guys back. Yeah, let's get them back. We can't disband that unit for whatever reason. It's only one guy, that's probably fine. But yeah, we gotta just do our best here. We do have enough spears and shields at least in reserve, so that's kind of perfect. And now we just need recruits. That's really all we're waiting for, so hopefully we can make it work. Let's upgrade this a little bit more. And let's make sure we have enough in our treasury. This guy is gonna stand guard for us. And at least we have some ale to keep our people a little bit happier. There, are these ready to go? We can get some apples and some vegetables. Let's kind of just get in rebuild mode here. I really want to get this region up and running with our army. We got lots of stuff to build here. We should have a little bit of money, which we do. Let's maybe order a horse. And then we can get him assigned to there. Okay, that's awesome. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, over here, I think I could probably get a couple more workers on there to make that process go a little bit quicker. Yikes. Okay, we have our level 2 church. I think we could probably upgrade some houses soon. We need some animal produce and fruit. Okay, so honestly, we're doing pretty good with this sheep. We could get a butcher, honestly. That wouldn't be a bad thing to get. This guy we still can't. Let's see if we can do something with him. I don't know. Yeah, he's just gonna stand guard. Even more people moving in. Let's max that out. And I think this is full. Yeah, our stall location's full, so we might have to get another market area. We could get one over here, maybe. Where do you want to get? Or maybe over here? I mean, we got lots of houses. Let's just get our market area right outside here. And then we could get some more of those over there. I think that should be perfect. How are we doing? 83%. Yeah, we have lots of money. And we could let our regional wealth build up a little bit faster here as well. Let's maybe upgrade these to get a little bit more regional wealth. More people are moving in. Okay, that's actually perfect. They moved in quite quickly. So our army's back up and running here, so that's kind of nice. Still can't get rid of him. I guess we could probably tax our people again. I don't know. What else are we selling? Do we have lots of charcoal? So we're selling lots of charcoal. We could maybe... We could sell planks or something. That would probably be a good income. So I guess if that's the case, let's just take that limit off. And let's start selling some planks. Let's export some planks. Let's keep it at like 50. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Might as well get some trade routes. Oh, that's why we're still importing our mortar and our dressed stones. Yeah, we have more of that if we ever need it, I guess. Let's export that. And yeah, now all we're doing is importing barley, so that's kind of nice. Yikes, okay. Our tavern supply is doing pretty good. Yeah, we need some clothing, and we are being attacked now, of course. Enemy unit spotted, so where are they coming from? Way up there? Honestly, they're probably just gonna burn this down to the ground. Wait a second. Yeah, I need to get these guys over here as quickly as we can, because I need the influence for this. I should take this region, because they probably have a bunch of people. I could probably get some weapons going. And yeah, they're definitely going to burn that to the ground if we're not careful. So let's send all these guys out. Let's just get them running over. Let's maybe just form up quick. Okay, they are still coming for us, so that's kind of nice. Let's maybe just form up here. Put them on defend. And I'm just going to send this guy out to die, basically, because I don't know how to get rid of him otherwise. Okay, let's attack all these guys. Oh, he's not going to fight anyway. I don't want to lose too many guys here. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got the influence for that, so now we could press claims to this. And in fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to claim that, and then I'm going to send... I mean, just this one guy could probably do that. Let's get all of these guys back. Enemies declared. Where's our battlefield? Let's just send this one guy over, and he will win this fight for us. I could accept this, but it doesn't really work, unfortunately. It's kind of glitched. So let's get this guy over here. As long as we get in the circle, we should be winning. Let's see here. Yeah, he's gonna win this war for us. Oh wait, we're still losing. Does this guy even count? Because, okay, that's actually interesting. Let's do this. And let's expand this a little bit more. Okay, I may have to take this unit out and attack them. Yeah, that's still losing. I think we need more than just one guy on there, so I think let's just do that. Let's get this guy back. I tried to reset it, it didn't really work. So I think it's still kind of glitched out, so hopefully this unit can go and take that. Yeah, we just really need to get in that zone. And then I think it should work. Let's get this guy back in the meantime. Let's focus on some rebuilding here. So let's maybe increase the production of them. We should have lots of tools. I don't think it should be an issue. We got lots of iron ore. Well, only 6 actually, but that's decent. They're still making lots of weapons. We need some more large shields, honestly. So we could probably get another. So they're making some helmets for us. We already have some helmets on them. Okay, now we're winning, so that's perfect. And this guy, not quite in here. Let's maybe get another house dedicated to a joiner's workshop. Yeah, we have 133 planks. For whatever reason, this guy is not making shields very quickly. So hopefully he can do that semi soon. We have a lot of people over here to work, so let's maybe do that. Let's double down on this area, I think. Let's just do a nice big area. That should be good. Okay. We're not importing dressed stone and mortar anymore, so we should be able to make some money now. And let's do a 10% land tax again. Okay, that's good. And let's get this guy back. We still can't disband him, which is unfortunate, so I may have to send him to his death again. But in the meantime, let's see what Lugstad is doing. So we got a couple of workers available here. Let's maybe get that. Let's get a few workers on our mining pit now. And we also need to get some stone, so let's get a worker up here. I think this is probably done. Let's maybe dedicate 2 to there just to get all of that. And then I could get a few more houses maybe. Let's maybe take this road and go right there. New message. I can make it worth a while. I don't think so. I'd rather have the region. It could actually be really nice to take that region. I'm not going to lie. We're making decent money over here. So I think what I could do is let's get a manor house here. No, we need some stone first. We got 28 planks. Can we upgrade some houses? We sure can. So I think for now I'm just going to upgrade 3 just so we can get our blacksmith. And all of that good stuff. Let's get somebody on our bloomery. Let's go ahead and do that. We should have a decent amount of charcoal. So if we could start selling some of that, that would be nice. Yeah, we don't have anybody available now. Yeah, we got lots of firewood. Let's maybe free up a family there. And then we can do that. Let's maybe even do a couple more houses. Would be nice. Let's get some houses going this way. Let's kind of just do something like maybe a little bit bigger. Like that should be perfect. And then I could get some over here as well. Okay, there we go. That should give us plenty of houses. Okay, and we are still winning this battle. So that's kind of nice. I'd love to take this region. Like, how nice would that be? They got all this stuff. They got berries that have been completely wiped out. But, yeah, they're still there. I don't think they chopped those down. They got a manor house on top of the hill, which looks amazing. So I'd love to take this region. We got about 30 days left for that. We're a little bit low on influence, but we're going to take this, and then that leaves us with 3 here. It would have been nice to take this one. But, you can't have it all, unfortunately. We already have a little bit of iron ore, a little bit of iron slabs. These ready to go. So let's get... we need some planks. We need some planks. So let's go ahead and get some of those. They're still trying to pay us off. And I tell you, sir, it is not going to work. Let's get some vegetable gardens over here since we have so much money. course, that costs all of our planks. And since we have more money, let's maybe order another ox. That'd also be kind of nice. Did we ever get our horse on there? There we go. Yeah, we're making some decent money. How are we doing with this? Still barely able to get any fish from that. I could probably free up that worker to do something else, honestly. Let's put them... Woodcutter's Lodge? Or maybe turn it all into charcoal of the stuff we have, and then we can sell some more. Wouldn't be a bad idea. We got 3 workers over here. We are getting some stone now, which is lovely. I think I should be able to get that once we get some planks. Are we gonna get some planks soon? Let's maybe permanently assign an ox for now. Okay, that's good. Let's quickly go over here. 2 days left till we get this region, and actually I think we are just about to get that. Here we go. Should be peace declared, and you'll see some nice red around that. There we go. Let's get these guys back. And now we have officially owned that region, so that's actually very, very nice. So, do we have any weapons over here? Kesslek. So we could get an upgrade. What do we have over here? So we have our berry deposit. Is that it for food? Wild animals over there. That's basically it. Yeah, we have lots of money, which is at least nice. So I think I might even get this as well, just so we can get our berry deposit doubled. Let's reorganize some things. So castle planner, yeah, we don't have any retinue. I think we can get those guys back now. And we're actually doing quite amazing now. We bounced back from that quite well. We're in Gopsburg. Let's get another unit here. And if we could expand even more, that would be nice. Actually, before we take care of all that, I'm going to get all of these ready to go. So we got some vegetables that we can lay down. Get all of these ready. Definitely need some more goats. And then all of these I'm going to set to animal pens. Okay, that should be good. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And then over here, I could probably do some vegetable gardens. That's actually decent sized plots. And I think we got enough goats. So I think, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we could also upgrade these houses if we'd like. Whoa. Absolutely freaking out here. Oops. Sorry about that. Still can't get these guys back. He is glitched out. He's gonna have to die. Let's free up that worker. And then I think all of these I could upgrade. So let's just do that. Need a little bit more timber. That should come pretty soon. And actually we have tons of planks. Yeah, I do still want them to be able to... Let's maybe free up that worker. Oh my gosh, we have 11 families available. Well, let's get them working. We have our well here. Yeah, we have a ton of sheep now, which is kind of nice. Weaver's workshop. I think we pretty much got everything else under control. I could get another granary, honestly. Let's maybe get another granary. Oh, we need stone. That's kind of crazy. How are we out of stone? Bloomery, let's get another worker on that. Yeah, we have 49 iron ore. That would be the perfect thing to get. Let's get another bloomery. Except we need some timber first. So let's maybe do that. Let's max those out. Okay, that will help tremendously. Okay, now that I think these are all being built up, we could probably start taking a look at this. So we have lots of people over here, lots of money even. Let's start a little bit of a tax. I'd love even more in our treasury. Let's reconfigure some things. We get our hunting camp way the heck over here. That could probably be a little bit closer to here, and I think they've probably remigrated all of that. Okay, I kind of restart my game, so now we can get this back connected to there. We have church. That's at least nice. We can get all that stuff moved over. Let's set that to highest priority. have 43 unassigned families. That's kind of insane. First things first with taking over these regions is the first thing you want to look at is these. So you could take some families off of here. I think our saw pit we could probably get 2 workers on. We got 29 timber. They're still working strong. Do we have any other stables that we could free up some workers? How many oxen do we have? We could probably get quite a bit more of those, to be honest. Let's get another, maybe a couple more of these. Probably get one over here, one over there as well, so that's good. Let's maybe find so we got our forager hut here. That's actually a nice location. Let's get 4 people on there since that is doubled now. We got our woodcutters lodged there, so I could probably go a little bit closer to over here. Probably be a little bit more efficient. So let's do that. And then where is our logging camp? They're usually a little bit more central. Okay, here's our logging camp. I found it. It is right in the middle, so this could definitely move as well. We got some trees over here. I don't want them to chop those down anywhere. Let's just put this way over here. And then that can connect to there. Let's get all that stuff built up. And then that actually frees up a little bit of space in here, which is kind of nice. Let's make these people as happy as we can. And yeah, we got our hunting camp over here. Let's get a couple more people on there. And then what else could we do? Let's start making some weapons maybe. We have a decent amount of money. If we could at least start importing, honestly I could send over some iron over here. Let's maybe do that. So we're gonna need some tools first. So let's go to our trading post. A couple more livestock there. Let's import some tools. So let's just get like 5. Actually maybe, yeah, maybe 5 should be fine. And then if I can kind of get this set up, I think I could get our pack stations over here. Let's get a couple of pack stations. Let's get 3 of those built up. We could import some iron ore for my other region. Because I actually have 2 of them, so I could import from both of them if I wanted. So let's get a few pack stations, and then I could start making my own stuff. And once I get some tools, I can get a bloomery. Then yeah, we can start making our own weapons. Let's maybe start with upgrading a couple of houses here. I think that'd be a good start. We've got our clay furnace there. Okay, these are all ready to go. Let's start importing some mules. Which one do I want to do first? I could probably do this region. Still can't get them back. So Gopsberg, how much iron ore? We have quite a bit of iron ore actually. And I think we got our second bloomery somewhere. No, we were waiting for some timber. So let's maybe get another one of those. I could probably even get a third one if we wanted, but yeah, let's build that up. And then what kind of resources could we use over here? A little bit low on charcoal. That should go a little bit quicker. I guess we could figure it out. But yeah, Gopsberg, and I think these guys probably have a decent amount of iron ore as well. So honestly, I could probably do for both of them. And just as long as we get enough for some weapons, that's all we really need. Let's do, let's get a worker on here. Get a couple of livestock in here. So let's go Gopsberg. What do we have lots of? We have quite a bit of berries. I mean, we could send them like firewood. We got like nothing over here. How are they making their money? Let's actually check our trading post situation. So we're importing tools. We did that. I don't think we're importing anything else. We're exporting pelts and hides. Yeah, we just don't have a whole lot of stuff. I think once we get this stuff built up, we could maybe just send them like planks or something. I don't know. Where's our saw pit? Small stable. Saw pit is right there. So yeah, we definitely need to get some tools, which we do have now. Let's get our bloomery set up. And then we can import some stuff. So obviously we need to receive iron ore. Let's just send them like, I don't know, just something. We could make wooden parts to send them maybe. Should we do that? Let's see. We do have some tools available. Blacksmiths. We'll need some planks. Oh man, why are we struggling with planks so much? Let's maybe permanently assign an ox to there for now. And then we have these ready to go. Let's upgrade those. It's kind of slow over here, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go. I think I could send them berries, like beetroots. I don't really care. Let's just send them. We could do beetroots maybe. Let's do berries. Let's send them some berries in exchange for some iron ore. And then this one we could also do. We could maybe do Lugstat. We could send them some beetroots. If it's on here yet. Beetroots right there. And then we can receive some iron ore as well. Let's see if that kind of works. We have our bloomery coming up here. And just as long as we get some planks, I think we should be able to do that. Honestly, I may have to demolish that and then rebuild another one. I think it may be glitched. Let's just put it right there. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we do have a clay furnace. Do we have... This thing has been caved in. And I bet you they had something up here as well. No, they don't. Yeah, that's been caved in. We need tools or planks, I guess, to fix that. Just about done the bloomery. And we also need to make our own tools maybe. So let's get a smithy. Oh, we need stone. That's not good. Do we have a thing for that? No, we don't. So we might have to import some stone if we want that. But we can also make them at our blacksmith, so I'm not really worried about it. Here's our saw pit. Let's get 2 workers on there. Permanently assign an ox just so it goes quicker. And let's order another ox. We got our bloomery ready to go now. So we could probably just have 1 on there. Do we have any iron ore yet? Let's get another worker on here as well. Let's do Gopsberg. We can send them some berries as well. Wherever that is. And then we can receive some iron ore. So that's probably a little bit more efficient. It's good. I mean, we have the workers available. We might as well have a couple more on there. We're finally getting some planks, so I think we could fix this now. And who knows, hopefully we didn't get any people buried under there. Got our forger hut, they're doing pretty good. Yeah, it's almost February, so let's... Or it is February. Let's check over here again. Our army is doing pretty well. We're basically just missing some... Oh, we're missing equipment now. Okay, interesting. We had our joiner's workshop over here. We were gonna make wooden parts, which is good. This guy is doing absolutely nothing. What are they doing? Going home, waiting. Yeah, we definitely have enough planks, so I think it's glitched, which is lovely. Actually, let's maybe switch this one to wooden parts and see if this works better. Let's make some shields there. And then, yeah, we should be able to make some spears. Basically just missing shields at this point. New mercenaries available. What do we have? Just those guys, hey? Okay, what about over here? Do we have any... Do we have anything? What do we have over here? Kind of struggling for fuel. Yes, we're definitely struggling for fuel. So let's chop some trees down. And we have 245 planks. So let's maybe stop getting those. And we are also out of tools. So we have our bloomery. We have tons of iron slabs. Let's maybe get... Wait, no, we should have enough. Let's get that built up. And let's maybe order... maybe another ox would be nice. We have quite a bit of money over here, so we could definitely afford it. Get another ox. And then if we could upgrade these, that would be nice. I think they're probably full. And let's free up these workers now. I think they're probably just about done all that. Let's get all of that. Perfect. All these ready to go. Let's get some vegetables. And I guess with all of these, we were just waiting on some planks. So let's get those sorted. I don't want to spend too much money over here. Oh, that's what I was going to do. We don't have our blacksmith yet. Let's do a joiner's. Well, I guess, yeah, we need a tool for that. Our smithy is done. So I think we should be able to get some tools there. Let's get our joiner's workshop here. And then we should be able to get our blacksmith. Yeah, we got lots of workers available over here, which is nice. We should be able to start flying through the firewood, so that's good as well. So that's good. Okay, is this ready to go? Let's get our blacksmith. Let's start making some shields. And you know, it might be nice to have a unit of these guys instead of just spearmen, honestly. So let's get some militia. Let's start making some swords. And let's get a unit of them. Oh, we can't because of this guy. Okay, we need something to attack us here. I could probably disband that and then get a unit here. Okay, there we go. We are building up our own army here. And you know what would be nice? Let's get a manor house. I could probably put this maybe just right by over here, and then I could get this as well. We'll need a little bit more timber, but I think we should be able to build that up. Get that ready to go. Let's order another ox. Okay, doing pretty good over here now. We got quite a bit of planks, so if we wanted to, we could get some animal pens maybe. We might as well maximize our production here. Let's maybe get some of these. I don't know why we need planks to build a farm or vegetable gardens, but I don't make the rules. I just play the game, I guess. There we go, got lots of vegetable gardens here now. And then over here, I could probably just get some, those. That should be just fine. There goes all of our planks, pretty much. But yeah, we got our smithy. We're making some tools now, which is amazing. Let's check back over. Yeah, we're already flying through that, so that's actually nice. Do we have any stuff over here yet? Any iron ore? Okay, we do. Actually, we've made quite a bit of slabs, so that's nice. I don't think we... Yeah, we need planks still. There's no way we're still struggling for planks. Are we? Yes, we are. Okay, I don't think... Yeah, this hasn't been built up, so let's get a few workers on there. Let's permanently assign an ox. Let's get that going as well. That'll definitely help out. And then we should be able to get some planks. Struggling for fuel, so that should be taken care of. And then food should be good as well. We do have enough tools. We have our bloomery here. So yeah, that's actually nice. We should be able to create... Oh, you know what? We're actually kind of out of things here. So... we might not even be able to get a unit over here anyway. But I think it'd be nice to get one. I could probably get one at least. Especially if I get rid of that. Okay, here comes some raiders. That's perfect timing. Near Gopsberg. So they're coming right out of here. Which is actually perfect. Let's send this guy to do his thing. He's gonna defend us. Then we'll also need to get all these guys out. Because that's not going to be enough to defend us. So let's get them out. Set them up there. This guy's going to charge in. A brave soul. Let's see what he ends up doing here. I don't think he's going to last too long. Here he goes. Charging into the abyss. Okay, he's got his first challenge here. Oh, just gonna run past all of them. Come on, he might even get a kill here. That'd be kind of nice. That would be absolutely excellent. Oh, they got a standoff here. They just don't want to fight. They just do not want to fight, so let's see what happens. He's probably... Oh, he's still alive. Okay, here comes all of our soldiers. They're coming out. Oh, wow, they're already here. So let's get them running, actually. I don't know why they're not fighting. I still might not lose this guy. He's just like not even fighting. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I guess he just won't die. We're just gonna have to keep him around, I guess. Yeah, we're getting some good influence at least. That's good. Now we can get all these guys back. Well, I guess just them. This guy just refuses to die. We could probably get a couple workers on our church to bury those bodies. Oh my gosh, look at all the sheep we have. Honestly, to get some food, let's get a butcher. What are we doing? We're making shields there. Okay, we're finally making shields, so that's awesome. And we should be making wooden parts as well. Got lots of tools. Let's get a butcher. Maybe here. Let's get a butcher's workshop. I could probably even get 2 of them. Yeah, I'd love to start butchering some of these lambs and then get some meat from all that. I think all of these are ready to go, so let's get some vegetables. We can kind of max all of these out. And then we can get some goats as well. Okay, that's ready to go. We could probably get, like, a lot of these houses, I think, have expandability. Or at least maybe some of them, I don't know. I could also upgrade all of these. What was I waiting on timber for? Our bloomery? Got a couple more workers that we can put there. Iron ore. Honestly, we could probably stop. Like, I don't even know how much more. We have 37 iron slabs. That's probably enough, to be honest. Let's maybe take our workers off of here now. We don't need to be taking their iron slabs anymore. Do we finally have some timber and some planks? Getting a little bit closer, maybe. Let's maybe take a path right off of there as well. Okay, I think our butcher shop is done, so let's see what we want to do with these. We could make just mutton. So resources needed for crafting. Oh, interesting. So you get hides and mutton from that. Oh, cool. So carcasses. We should have some carcasses, but we don't have any salt to make sausages. I think we had salt over here, maybe? No, that was this region, I think. Yeah, that was this one. Shoot. So we could import some salt. How much does that cost? Where would salt be? I think it's a resource. Yeah, salt. Oh, that's probably going to be pretty expensive, honestly. So let's maybe not do that. Let's get a deep pit over there because we're probably running out of iron. I guess we could just do that. I don't know. Resources needed for crafting carcasses. So I don't know what they're really gonna do. Getting an animal. Okay, so they are gonna take them. But I think if we did limit this, yeah, we're gonna get some hides and mutton out of that. So that is kind of nice, actually. We're gonna get some food. Can we limit how many animals they take? I don't know if we can. Hopefully they don't just take all of them. Might have to be a little bit careful, but we are getting some mutton now. And probably a bunch of hides. Okay, let's quickly check on these guys. How are they doing? Probably get another worker there, and let's actually order another horse for them. They could probably use another one of those. So let's get a couple more workers over here. Maybe one more on our logging camp. And yeah, so we got our smithy here. We're making some tools, which is nice. And we're slowly making some sidearms. fairly slowly, actually. Let's maybe stop making tools for a little bit, just so we can focus on that. And then I think all these are ready to go now. So let's get some vegetables. Okay, all of those are set up. We got lots of vegetables, and over here we need to get a lot of hide for goats. But we can't quite yet. I'm making some sidearms. Hopefully they can make them a little bit faster. We should be able to kind of go a little bit quicker maybe. Let's see here. You only have about 9. Man, I really wish you could get more, guys. I think we could probably commit that now. Let's set that to highest priority, and now we can upgrade our unit of retinue. Oh yeah, we have tons of money, so let's just go ahead and upgrade that fully. So now I have 2 full units of retinue. I feel like we have a decent little army here. Basically just waiting for some influence. And then we can start taking some regions, provided they don't send 10 units at us. But I think we should be able to do something here. And then we still need to kill this guy off. We can't disband him for whatever reason. Yeah, we can only just still get those guys, so we are doing our best. We got 3 units on there. Let's maybe take them off of there now. I feel like we buried all those bodies. And we have 9 people available here. Could we work a little bit faster? We got 566 planks. I think we are selling those. And I think we turned wooden parts into, or planks into wooden parts. Should we get another? Let's maybe get another one of these. So we got 56 mutton. I think we pretty much, yeah, see, that's a problem. We need to pause our butcher. We got too much mutton all of a sudden. We need to make sure we have lots of sheep. Let's get another worker on our malt house. Let's maybe upgrade a few of these houses. I think that would probably give us some more money. And I don't think we can upgrade to level 3, can we? Yeah, we just need clothing and beverage. So those are absolutely impossible to line up at the same time. I don't know if that's going to happen. We got some vegetables over here we can lay down that we forgot about, so that's good. We can also upgrade a couple more. We're basically just a little bit low on timber right now, so let's maybe take our saw pit workers off, and then we could probably get a couple more workers on our charcoal maybe. How are we doing for charcoal? Kind of struggling for firewood. I could probably get them a little bit closer over here. Let's maybe build another one. Let's get another one of these set up. Like, look how far we've pushed back all these trees. This is where the trees used to be. Actually, let's build up a couple more of these. I could probably, like, we have the people available, so we might as well build those up. And then put some workers on them. Yeah, let's kind of do this big area. And they should be able to work a little bit quicker once we have more of those built, so that's good. Royal tax has been increased. That doesn't affect us too much. I could probably get another worker on there since it's a rich one. We got lots of mushrooms to collect. Get another worker on that. And where else? We got this done. That's awesome. We actually have a decent amount of money over here. Yeah, we don't need a tax, I guess. Do we have any weapons over here? We have small shields. Oh, we're still making enough for that. Okay, so we're slowly working on that, I guess. Let's get another worker on our bloomery. And we could probably get a couple more workers on our storehouse and granary. That would probably help a lot with things there. Okay, they are claiming Gopsburg. So we need to get our guys available here. We may be able to get this done with just what we have. Could be a little bit interesting. I think I might... Yeah, let's hire these guys. We have the money, so we might as well get them over here. Now let's get them running quickly as we can. Yeah, I guess we'll have to use our own guys. Let's max this out. And let's start planting some more trees here. Let's kind of go in this big area. We have this one as well. And since we have the people, we might as well get them working. Which one? We also have this one that we could do. They are coming very, very soon, and it definitely sucks that they can just attack us and take all of our weapons, basically, but what are you gonna do about it, I guess? Oh, we're in the lug stats. Let's go. Make sure we're in Gobsburg here. There we go. That is better. We can see what we have now. And we have a ton of people. 74 families. How many people would that be? 245 total population. I feel like I've had more. I feel like I've had more than that. Yeah, so they're going to attack us. These are definitely the guys that are going to go in first. Yeah, let's get them available here. Here, basically as close as we can get. Are these guys getting a little bit closer? Yeah, they're coming down the hill here. Might have to start our battle. Where's our battlefield? Over here, so that's actually decent. They're going to try to get us to drop our claims. It is not going to work. Hopefully they don't send 1,000 units at us. Where are they coming from? I actually don't know. I don't see them yet. Okay, they're coming from here. So hopefully they don't try and burn our town to the ground. Okay, I think the regular 5 units that they usually send, so that's not bad. Let's get these guys, and let's kind of do the same tactic. Let's set up here, and then once they get a little bit closer, I can flank these guys around. I don't want them to attack because then they'll probably end up burning our town to the ground. So let's get that unit there. Let's get set up and ready to go here. Yeah, I really don't want them to burn our town to the ground. But this guy's going to be leading the charge. Let's put him on shield wall. Shield wall man. Or man. Okay, these guys are getting a little bit closer. I think now would be a good time to bring the pain. Let's bring the pain up here. These guys will just get walking. Let's get them set up there, and we have this unit of retinue that can come up and help out. We also have these guys that we could, but I want to keep them building up if we can. I'm going to send these guys in, or this unit. This guy just has to die. Like, he's lasted too long here. We got to get him killed. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, he just doesn't want to go home. So we got to do our best here. Let's charge in here. Okay, he finally died, so we can disband that unit. And then that would help us get another unit available. Yeah, let's charge these guys in. We might even be able to win just for these guys. I don't know where this unit of retinue went. Might as well charge them in. Yeah, I don't know where the unit of retinue went. Let's just enjoy this battle. We outnumber them quite a bit here. There's a little bit of a fight in the background. I got the brigands coming in. Let's make sure we take out these guys before they end up coming. Oh, nothing crazy's happening. I don't know where that unit of retinue went. Oh, there they are. Yeah, let's take these guys out. A little bit of a battle over here as well. Shouldn't be too hard to take out these archers. They're just light mercenary archers. Yeah, we're absolutely slaughtering these guys. Keep pushing forward, man. That's good. Let's form the line and let's attack these guys. I don't know if they're going to turn around or what they're going to do, but I think we should be able to take them out before they get to us. We're chasing them down here. They don't know who they want to attack, but I guess they're going to... I just love that. We're just chasing them down. I love the way they run too. Like, honestly, everything about this game is just kind of awesome. Epic little charge there. I think yeah, we're taking them out. Let's push forward. Let's make sure we get them gone. Okay, there we go. I think that's both of them. And now we can charge and take out their flank. Oh yeah. Okay, I feel like we fought as efficiently as we possibly could have here. So that's kind of nice. We didn't lose too many men. Or our own men, anyway. Okay, there we go. Let's take out the retinue. And here comes the doggo. Got these guys completely surrounded. So there they go. That should be a win. I guess, oh, we have a retinue unit over here. What's he doing? Let's attack them. Now let's quickly just clean this up. Shouldn't take too long. That should be peace declared. And a victory. Okay, let's get these guys back. So then we can disband these guys. And then these guys we can get back. It's nice we finally got rid of that one unit that just did not want to go home. Let's upgrade him again. We have tons of money in our treasury. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of a shame you don't get any influence from that, but oh well, I guess. Let's get them disbanded. Where are these guys? Oh, they're way over there. What the heck are they doing over there? Let's get them disbanded, and then we are in Gopsburg. Let's get another unit of them. And that should be plenty of spearmen for us to work with. Look at that. We got almost 4 full units of spearmen, all from one region, which is kind of crazy. That's a ton of guys. That's nice. We should have a ton of helmets for them too. 2 full units of retinue, and we'll have these guys as well. And then that's completely maxed out. And now we're just waiting for some bandits to attack us. Get some influence from that. How are we doing over here? Still kind of struggling to make sidearms for whatever reason. And iron slabs. What are we doing over here? Oh, you know what? I think we do have tools. But they haven't resupplied it in a while. I may have to get another bloomery here. Oh, we need more planks too. Let's get somebody in our saw pit. That could be why. But yeah, that should help. And you know what? We have plenty of... let's do a little bit of a tithe here. Let's do like a 10% tithe on every region. And then we'll get some influence from that. I guess we don't have to just wait for bandits to attack us. Let's do a 10% tithe there. Even though we hardly have any food. And then over here we'll also do that. Yeah, over here we have a ton of spears. So that's kind of nice. Honestly, I could get a unit of something over here. We're out of iron slabs, so let's take them off of the bloomery. We don't really need that anymore. Then we can get another ox. Okay, we actually do have 2.1 thousand influence right now, so if we wanted to, we could try and take another region here. Let's maybe try and take this one. So let's get all of our guys ready to go here. I don't know what they're going to send at us. We can get these guys at least, so let's send them. I don't know where our battle is going to be either, so let's just go... I mean, right on top of this hill might be nice, and then we can always push forward if we need. Let's stay a little bit more central. Let's send maybe our units of retinue to make sure that they see the battlefield. And honestly, that probably should be pretty strong. Let's make sure they're just walking. And all of these guys are walking as well. So that should be pretty decent. That's a nice little army. Then if we need to, we can send some more spearmen. Yeah, over here, unfortunately, we can't get any more units, so that was a complete waste of time. But we do have 96 spears and a bunch of large shields. So if we wanted to, I mean, really, we could get a unit of spearmen over here. Let's maybe do that, actually. I feel like if we can spread out our guys as much as possible. See, now we have a bunch of guys over here that we can get if we wanted to. That's kind of nice. Let's disband them. There we go, nice and spread out. And we can actually use them to flank if we need to. Oh my gosh, we're being attacked now, of course. Where are they attacking from? Okay, up there. Okay, they're right here, so I might have to use these guys. I might have to use them, to be honest. Let's send just one unit over. See, I'm glad I did that. I don't think I can get 2 units over here, can I? Let's get this unit out. Ready to defend. And yeah, I definitely need to maybe get 2 units over here. Quickly as we can. Yeah, here they come. So let's set up right in our town. Let's go about right there. Okay. Let's do our best. Here comes some of our soldiers to help. I think for whatever reason only 1 sent over, but I think that should be enough, honestly. Let's maybe attack these guys. And then we could at least take out some of them before the rest of the come. And let's kind of see how this goes. So yeah, there's some guys up here. Hopefully, let's maybe take this unit and go attack them. And then hopefully we'll be able to take out some of these guys. That would be the hope and the dream. Still making some large shields there, just in case we need to replenish them. But at least we have tons of spears. They should be able to replenish themselves. And then let's get these guys over here. So they're flanking around. Let's attack them. Let's speed this up a little bit. Doesn't need to take this long. Okay, there we go. We're gonna get tons of influence for this as well, so that's amazing. I honestly should have sent over more guys, but I guess that's fine. Okay, there we go. 3.6 thousand influence. Now we can disband that unit. We didn't lose any of these guys, so that's kind of perfect. And we can get them set up there. Okay, there we go. And they're already fully replenished. So there you have it. We got some influence from that, so that's at least good. Then we should be able to take 2 of these regions pretty soon. Let's start claiming this region and see what happens. Let's maybe get these guys just walking. Gauntlet has been thrown, so the battlefield is right up close to there. They're trying to make it worth their while, but that is just not happening. Okay, I'm curious to see what they're gonna send out here. Okay, that seems normal. Is that it? Oh, that's nothing. Oh, we'll be easily able to take out these guys. So let's set up our army here. Let's get our guys over. Let's not run. If we can. Let's set up our armies. We're currently losing. Let's get into the battlefield here. And prepare for war. So we have a pretty strong army here, honestly. I think let's press up a little bit more. Battle is begun. And let's honestly just charge right in here. Let's get these guys off to the flank. And then if we can charge all of these guys in, we can kind of spread out here a little bit. We're going to be fighting in the rocks and the stones. And they got some archers, which isn't good. Yeah, let's watch the initial charge here. Okay, we got them nice and spread out here. Let's get these guys off to the side. And honestly, if we could lock them down, that would be nice. Maybe charge them in. And let's charge their archers, because I feel like they'll do some damage. Gotta be a little bit careful, those archers. If they're behind you and they're shooting you, that's when they're dangerous. If they're shooting you head on, then they're definitely not dangerous, but they're actually quite useless in this game if that's the case. We got a nice little fight going on here. Mountains in the background looking nice. Hopefully we can take out these archers. I feel like they should be able to fly through them pretty quickly. We got some pretty strong retinue unit. Honestly, I should upgrade my retinue units. Add some armor to their arsenal. We're taking out these guys. They are pretty evenly matched. And, ooh, we're actually losing quite a bit of men here. Let's maybe help these guys out a little bit. Okay, there we go. We've broken them. And that should be a region claimed, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it. I don't know where the rest... Oh, still got these guys to take. So let's take them out. We have 4,000 in our treasury. That's crazy. So that is a victory. That is amazing. Let's get these guys back to where came from. Gopsburg. Let's send you there. And you back to your little town. And I think I'm going to upgrade our units. I feel like that would definitely come in handy. We've taken this region and now we have 400 influence left till we can take another one. And then we're getting pretty close here, ladies and gentlemen. Just a matter of attacking them and kind of doing our best with the fighting. I wonder... Yeah, we don't have any iron slabs left. Yeah, we got lots of spears, not a whole lot of shields, so we gotta work on getting some of those in case we get attacked again. Okay, I think these guys are almost back to where they came from. Let's upgrade a couple of our units. Let's get these guys back. Let's get them running. Okay, these guys I want to upgrade. Let's do a little bit of this. So we got tons of money. I'm not really worried about the money, so let's upgrade all of them. That guy has a measly little shield. All of them do, actually. Hopefully they can find some bigger shield. This guy's got a proper shield. Okay, there we go. We got this unit fully upgraded, so they should be nice and strong for us in the final battle. And these guys, we're getting a little bit closer. Let's see. Let's get them in their hometown here. Let's get them upgraded here as well. So we need to get more units first. What are their names? Are they all named Andres Friedline? Let's upgrade these guys as well. Okay, we got those guys fully upgraded as well, so that's awesome. Let's take a look at these guys. He's got like a dagger on his hip. He's got a sword. This dude is well equipped. All he's missing is a shield. He's got a halberd as well. That's absolutely crazy. I would not want to mess with this guy. What does everybody else have? This guy just has a hammer with a spike on the end of it and a little shield. Who is the most equipped out of all these guys? So this guy's got a hammer. He's got a sword on his hip as well. Should he need one? Yeah, they're all doing pretty good. I wish you could have like one guy. And I guess if they were all unupgraded and then you upgraded one, he could be like your captain. It'd be kind of cool if you could designate like one captain to here. I have one guy that just looks a little bit different than all. Or I guess we could do that manually, but... There we go. We got 2 fully upgraded units of retinue now. We have 0 months of fuel, which is kind of insane. We have this built up. Let's get some workers on that. I guess let's free up some of those. Let's get some firewood going here. I can't believe how much firewood we're going through. And in fact, let's actually free these up. I'm going to move this over here as well. Let's do that. Our saw pit can stay there. We got lots of timber at least. That's good. It'd be nice if we could burn the timber. And we have a couple of houses that we can upgrade as well. So let's do that. Can't do any level 3 houses, unfortunately. We are making some clothes, but just not fast enough. Clothing, animal produce, beverage, yeah, I don't know. The other thing I wanted to build is another granary. Oh, we needed stone. Never mind, I'm just going to forget about that. Okay, with 2.1 thousand of that. Influence increased, so that's amazing. We got 0 months of fuel, but that should be taken care of once we get this built. Which we need 1 tool to be able to do, I guess. But should be able to do that. Yeah, how are we struggling for tools so much? We do have some iron, some iron ore. Oh, we have 250 wool. Oh my gosh. Wait, what are we doing here? Weaver's workshop. Let's get a couple more workers on there. I feel like that would probably help. We have so much wool right now. This is crazy. We need to free up a couple more workers. Yeah, we need tools. Somehow. I don't know why. Okay, I built this one. So we have 2 bloomeries going at full capacity here. So hopefully we'll be able to get some tools. In fact, I may have to import some just to get some things going here. Let's maybe just import a couple of tools. Let's get like 10 of them. That should be fine. We have 2.1 thousand influence. So let's take another region. Let's get our mercenaries here. We still only can get those guys, which is a little bit sad. Let's go. Oh, actually, they're right here, so that's perfect. Let's maybe do the same thing we just did. Let's just use these guys. Let's just get them walking. Nothing too fancy. Then we should be able to take that region. And then the last battle is right here, where they sent 10 units. Just, I feel like we gotta make this the last one. That's where it's like, oh, it's, you know, it's, I don't know. We need redemption with that one. So I think we should be able to do that. Treasury changed. Tithe paid. See how we're getting some more influence, which is good. Can't believe we're struggling so much to get this built. And some firewood. And this capacity is going to be full pretty soon, so I think I might benefit from getting another pasture. Let's just do a nice big one right there. 46 sheep can go there, so that's perfect. Once they kind of repopulate. And there we go. I think these guys should be pretty close now. Yeah, there we go. Let's claim this region and see what happens. They're probably gonna come like right from here. It'd be kind of cool if the battle was like up here or something. Nope, it's right here. So let's get set up here. Okay, here they come. They're sending 5 units at us. Hopefully that's it. 301, that's the best you can do. Okay, let's maybe press forward here. And let's absolutely butcher these guys. So let's, butcher's a strong word. I'm sorry. Let's push forward a little bit more on these guys. I love the marching in the trees here. I love that every battlefield is different. So cool. Okay, battle has begun. Here we go. Let's charge forward here. Charge on their archers, and then these guys. Keep them nice and busy here. And we got a nice little battle line here. Not too often you have one of those. Usually I just like flank them, but we got the exact same amount of units. Our guys are getting charged from the sides there. I think we should be able to take these guys out pretty quick, I'd say. Let's check out our retinue unit. Where are they? We got 2 of them right here. That's beastly. 48 retinue unit soldiers. That is going to be hard to compete with. Okay, we're taking these guys. Oh, look at that. They're just going like, they're dropping like flies over there. These guys are probably going to struggle a little bit more. If I can take them out, that would be nice. Actually, they're doing pretty good over here. Okay, we took them out. Let's help them. They're running for their lives. You can hear them in the background. Yeah, lots of fighting going on. What's going on over here? I think... Oh, wow, we took them out. Wow, okay. That's a win. That was pretty easy. Didn't lose a whole lot of men. We still have... the bandits always the last one. Okay, that's good. That is another region claimed. Now let's get these guys back to Gopsburg, and then this guy can go there. Perfect. So that's another region claimed. There's only one left to claim, and that is it. I absolutely love this playthrough so far. Like, look at this town. I think it's quite nice. I think what I'd like to do, let's maybe upgrade this. I mean, we have a little bit of stone. I wonder if we could upgrade some of it. Add some of that. We can upgrade that. Upgrade our giant castle. And all of this good stuff. And then obviously these. That is epic. Look at that thing. Put this thing in our town. Nice little castle. That's actually really cool. That'll add to the aesthetic. We need more mortar, and we need a bunch of stone. Honestly, I don't think that's happening. But you can see what it looks like at least. Or what it would look like in our town. I think it would be quite majestic. Nice little castle. Okay, well that is a little bit sad. I don't think we'll be able to afford all that stone. That's what's nice about having a rich stone deposit. You can actually get all that stuff. We have lots of trees being replanted here. Okay, we have 9 tools now. It says we should be able to build this, but they're just not building it. They just refuse to build it. I feel like they might be... Are they delivering some tools over here now? Yeah, maybe. At least have a little bit of firewood. They're kind of struggling a little bit, but that's fine. Honestly, we have a ton of firewood over here. Should I send some over to my other region? Probably could. Let's get a pack station here. Pack station. Let's get maybe 2 of them built up, and then I could kind of just enable them, and then they can just send some firewood over here. I don't know why we're struggling so much for firewood over here, but we just kind of are. I don't know. These guys are turning it into charcoal. They refuse to build that, which honestly, let's just demolish it and try and rebuild another one. Let's see if that works. Set that to highest priority. I feel like that might work. We're still struggling to make tools as well, so I don't know what they're really doing. Who knows? We also need tools over here. Okay, they are finally going to build this. I feel like, yeah, we shouldn't have to send firewood over. That's absolutely ridiculous. Let's get 3 workers on there now. And let's maybe take 1 off of there. Okay, let's see if that kind of helps. Yeah, they are flying through the firewood pretty quickly. And if I could start making it into charcoal, that would be nice as well. But, starting to make quite a bit more yarn, so that's nice. I could probably free up 1 worker and then get them on here. Gonna help with that. In fact, I'll spread those out a little bit. And we don't need this many people planting trees, so we could probably free up a lot of them. Let's max this out. Okay, that should be just fine. Okay, enemy unit spotted. We are under attack. Let's see where they're coming from. Oh, actually right here. So I actually got these guys out. I was gonna see if I could get them, and then if another good month goes by, if more mercenaries will show up. But lo and behold, these guys are attacking us. So let's push forward here and get ready for the defense. Let's maybe just charge right in here. Okay, we're gonna get some influence from this, and this should be the rest of what we need for influence. You claimed the last region, so let's charge these guys. Charge them. I don't know if we can spread out enough here, but let's see. Here comes the epic charge out of the woods. Oh, they never expected it. We ambushed them. We absolutely ambushed them. Bamboozled even. Okay, let's get these guys in the fight. Hopefully we don't lose too many guys, because I wanted to keep these guys around. I don't think we should lose many. I think our guys will be nice and strong. Let's see. We lost 1 there. Lost 2 guys so far, but they have lost many more. Let's just speed this up quick. We know what's gonna happen. We know what's about to happen. So that's good. We took them out. Didn't lose too many guys. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep them around. We have 2,500 influence now, so we could just get everybody ready to go now. And I think I might wait 1 more month just to see if we do get some more mercenaries. Which I don't know if we'll be able to, but let's just get everybody out ready to go here. Let's just get these guys walking. I don't want anybody running. That's a waste of energy. Okay, now let's get everybody over here. Nice and bunched up there, ready to fight. Okay, we are ready for the fight. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any more mercenaries. Nothing else came up in the month of April, so let's go ahead and set claim to the final region here. Okay, what do we have? We have 8, I think we have 10 units maybe? Yeah, we have 10 units. That's actually pretty decent though. I'm actually happy with that. They're all very full units of militiamen, so honestly, even if they have more, they're usually archers. So I think we might be able to have a good chance here. Okay, where's our battlefield first of all? Oh, way over there. Okay, so let's actually push forward back there. A nice big open field. Let's start pushing back there, and here they come. What do they have? They got 5, 10, 12 units. That's actually not bad. This is going to be a pretty even battle. The other units they have are archers, so they definitely beat us there. And then they have 1 unit of brigands, which is a pretty weak unit. This is actually a very, very even fight. I feel like this should be pretty close. Let's get these guys over here. Let's speed this up until it is time for battle. And actually, they're not really pushing forward here, which is interesting. Could be a little bit interesting. So let's maybe go to the middle here. And then let's flip around our army. Turn them around, ready to fight. Let's go right here. I think if we could probably set up maybe right here. That would be pretty ideal. And let's get these guys just behind them. Like that. And then our retinue we'll put behind them even. I think that should be a nice setup. And here they come. Their banners are all flying. Actually, they've split up their army pretty good here, so we might be able to take these guys out and then take them out once the time comes. So I may even just push our army forward a little bit here. Let's push them on standard ground. I am going to push forward a little bit. Advance our army. And I think we should be able to take these guys out before they get here. This is actually kind of nice. So let's push forward here. Let's attack them. Charge, charge, charge. Let's get these guys on the flanks, and then maybe these guys on the flanks as well. Let's charge them in. Yeah, these guys, let's get them running. And then if we can, let's charge them in. I think we should be able to have some good success here. We definitely have them spread out. So that is definitely going to work in our favor here. Let's see here. Yeah, their guys are way back there. Okay, let's just watch this for a second. Let's watch them fighting. This is what we came here for. Nobody comes here for my relaxing voice, so you guys say. Okay, we got some archers coming in here. I think we should be able to definitely take them out. Oh, we're absolutely slaughtering these guys. So this is working out absolutely perfectly in our favor. We're going to take them out. A little bit of a clump here, so they're going to be a little bit harder to fight. Okay, we took them out. Let's get them committed to the fight here. Here we go. And yeah, the rest of their army is coming in. Going to be a little bit of a challenge. See, if they progress their whole army at once, this would have been a very different outcome, I'm sure. A very, very close battle. But there you have it. They're trying to pay us off. I don't think 3,700, that's tempting. But we have 4,000 already. Let's reform the line. Reform the line, men. Let's set up right on the edge of here. And let's reset up our army. So let's just go like this. Get these guys on the flanks. Let's charge them in. And let's start attacking these guys. So they have archers this time around. So it's like kind of like a level 2 fight. But they send their retinue unit in. I think they shouldn't be too hard to fight. And they're even shooting their own guys, which is good for us. Definitely good for us. But I think these guys might even get melted a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Gotta be a little bit careful there. Let's take out their retinue unit as fast as we can. And then we can progress into these guys. But they are charging in. Okay, let's form up. And let's charge in on these guys. Here comes the epic charge. Okay, they're not really charging in. They don't seem too determined. So we should be able to take them out. And then their archers are going off to the sides. Maybe lock them down. with those guys if they decide to attack. I don't think they got the order yet, but yeah, they're shooting their own guys, which is not going to be good for them. Let's get a nice close-up here. Yeah, we shouldn't have any issues taking them out. Let's shoot them. Oh, see, they got us on their flanks. Oh, they're on our flanks. Okay, we took them out. That's perfect. Let's maybe split up our army a little bit here. We could have a couple of units going for these guys, maybe. And that should be a victory. Look at this. Let's clean these guys up. Clean them up, men. What a playthrough. We almost lost this very early. I think maybe 2 hours into the video, we almost lost that one battle when they sent 10 units at us. That was looking a little bit dicey. But I think it worked out in the end for us. What's this guy playing, the harp or something? That is ultimate victory, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, you guys mean the world to me. I would not have this channel without you. And honestly, this is just my dream job. So thank you guys so much. If you guys want another Bannerlords video just like this one, leave a like for the video. I definitely appreciate the support. Subscribe. Let's check out our final, like I love these little cutscenes. Kind of shows you, might even see our town here now. Yeah, we got 2 little hunting camps there. That's funny. Look at that. That's a shot. That's a much better shot. It definitely looks good. And the entire land. This is one of my favorite maps. I think this was the divided one. Definitely very nice. Let's take a look at the final stats here. So that's a victory. Days past 2612. Constructions finished 408. Endgame population 531. Challenges won 7. Challenges lost 0. Enemies killed 2679. Soldiers lost 452. Dead villagers 213. This is definitely a costly video. We lost a lot of men. But in the end, we ended up winning. What does this say? Work in progress. Expect more cool data in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.